Well, hello there everyone. I hope you're doing well today. And today, we are gonna embark upon a journey of mastering the finest minerals, alloys, and metals in general this world has ever seen. So get cozy, grab a beverage or two maybe, and get ready for an
Victory
adventure
will
of a
be
lifetime.
ours.
Hi there, Kine. Hi, Angel. Hopefully you guys doing well. No, I came back home late, you know. I stream when I kind of feel like at this point, you know. I don't have a schedule. It's kind of like, you know, when I go live, I go live. You can expect stream every day from Monday to Friday, but the timing of it, you kind of have to be prepared, you know. From 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, you gotta be ready. You gotta be, you know, checking your notifications in and out. All day, every day. Anyway, we have a lot to do today. We got a lot of events to catch up on. We have this alloy smelt situation going on. I'm not sure what kind of metals we're gonna smelt today, but you know what? I'm on a path of becoming the best blacksmith the Gacha world has ever seen. And you know, in order to do that, we gotta find the finest of metals and probably make a sword or something. I don't know. We might do more of Depths of Elusive Realm. It was kind of fun yesterday, and we still have some stuff to complete. We still have stage 5 to beat. And I think there's this one. Not 100% sure what the second coming of Solaris is all about, but we might give it a shot as well if we have time. Anyway, let's proceed straight away. There's no time like today. Or right now, shall I say. And see what this event is all about. Look, Kyle, I try my best to come as soon as I can. If I do come late, it's not because I don't want to come on time. It's just, you know, it's just how life works. Sometimes I get hold up on work, you know, sometimes traffic. It's all takes into account. I'll really try my best to stream as soon as I possibly can. That is true, Angel, that is true. I try to stream for at least 3 to 4 hours a day. Try to give you the full buffet type of experience, you know? You know, guys, sleep is overrated. Let's be real here. Who needs sleep when all you can do is chill out with the very obnoxious Brit over here? Come on. Or what's better, having a good restful night, or losing your mind collectively with me? I know the answer, and so do you. Which is definitely rest, but you know what? My option is close second. I wonder what's in the crevice. And why does my alloy glow? I really can't seem to figure it out. A crevice, you say? Excuse me if I'm disturbing you by talking to myself. A crevice appeared in the mine underground lately. From the looks of it, it seemed like an entrance to some unstable sonar sphere. Is it dangerous? It isn't though. I think 64 kind? Not 100%. I haven't logged in today yet, so not sure. But if I had to guess, about 64. However, several miners who work with my ore shop told me that with this crevice, they are afraid and unwilling to go down the mine recently. They can easily find other jobs, but without their supply, my shop will go bankrupt. Can you find somewhere else for me a stock? It's a small business. Hi there, Angel. If I want to stay in this game, I have to fight a price war. And if I lose, these old suppliers who offer lowest prices, I simply cannot compete with those monopolies like Harper Mining Firm. I have been free to play since day one. I don't know what you're talking about, Kai. Unbelievable. This slander, I will not stand for it. At this point, we have to figure out what's inside the crevice. As long as we confirm what it is not dangerous, I can convince the miners to keep working with me. Well, you see, this man, it just seems like a very, you know, mysterious type of character. I have to give him an adequate voice. I can help you. I can't believe there's someone as friendly as you. If you can confirm the situation inside the crevice and help me get my shop back up and running, I'll be sure to thank you with my large sum of money. Please pay me a lot of money. I would really very much like that. You know, here in business is very hard. I have to pretty much sleep on the streets, you know. I have to eat whatever the nature gives me. It's not easy. Of course, my word is my bond. James Bond, that is. Before you go, please bring this sample alloy with you. What's this? It's an alloy I smelted myself. The formula is still under review. But my goal is very clear. I will make the best performing alloy material in the world. Back to the point, I found that my alloy glows when it gets close to the crevice. That's not a bad idea actually, kinda. I might look into that. I don't quite understand how it works, but I have a hunch it might help you. The only problem is, you know, when I get into story dialogue, it might ruin a little bit of immersion, but I think when we're just not doing it much, just exploring, that might not be a bad idea. Then I'll take it. Right. Go on then. I'll wait for your good news. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Angel. But you guys are pretty good. I don't think you have a spam, to be fair. You get passionate every now and again, but I don't think you have a spam. I'll think about it. We'll see. Ooh, not the lag, not the lag. Jesus. I think the game doesn't like your idea. I think the game telling me not to do it, Karen. I did say I'll think about it, and I thought about it, and now that you said that, kind, the answer is no. You see, you're too eager. A true mastermind never reveals his plans until the very last moment. Okay, so what do we have here? Okay, so I assume it's just a bunch of stages where you just need to clear them. With like multipliers and all that good stuff. Extract energy, so Anima, Spectral, and Error, I guess. I'll go with my own Jiyan. I'll go with my own Verena, and tell you what, I'll go with my own the man, the myth, the legend, Mortefi. We'll see how this plays out. I'm very curious if there's going to be different enemies and all that stuff. There's 10 stages from what I saw, so we might be here for a while. But hopefully it is fun. Because I do quite like boss rush stages, if that's what it is. Let's see what we're cooking.
Tell truth from facade.
Leave it to me.
Settled.
Roll for me.
You're wide open. Tell truth from facade.
Okay, not bad so far. So I get about 200 points per each enemy. It's not too bad.
Bloom.
Fury boils. Finale.
Yeah, that's why I don't think that's gonna be that much of a good idea.
Leave it to me.
I mean, it might be fun for, like, you know, 5 minutes, but after a while it might get annoying.
Bloom. Imitation. Luminous energy.
You're wide open.
I mean, to be fair, it adds a little bit more of a challenge, I guess.
Break. Tell truth from facade. Fear no more.
So there's pros and cons to him.
Leave it to me.
Fury boils. Inferno. Finale. Tell truth from facade. I can take it.
I mean, I
Going
guess it depends
against
how you
them.
take it, but that does sound fun and kind of annoying at the same time.
Listen up. Ha, imitation.
I mean, when you paint a picture like that kind, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna do it. As fun as that sounds, I already have issues with concentrating. With that, I'm probably gonna die immediately. I haven't played Genshin for the past 3 months, Angel. I don't know. Haven't felt like it, and honestly, nothing has been popping in there for now. I might come back probably when Natlan gets released. You know, take a peek what's happening there. You as well, Angel. Welcome to the club. I'm pretty sure it's majority of us, you know, we all say we're overcoming our gacha addiction, and, you know, 2 days past, we're already itching, you know, scratching for the next dose of a bad pool. Because that's the only thing that fuels our bleak, dark souls of misery. And, you know, as soon as you realize that there's no hope left and you're already in too deep and you come back, there's no quite feeling like that. And you feel the elation, which lasts exactly for 0.5 seconds.
Victory
and after
will
that you
be
feel
ours.
depressed yet again. It's a circle of life of gacha addict, if you will. A circle of death, shall I say. When your innocence dies and gets replaced by nothing but misery. It's a very peculiar cycle of existence.
Tell truth from facade. Break. Settled.
Ah, fair enough, Angel.
Don't you worry. Tell truth from facade.
No, that makes sense, to be fair. I mean, I like Furina as a character, but I don't really know why people like her
Finale.
as much as they do. She's fine, but honestly, when you take all the Archons into account, she's probably the worst. Let's be real here.
Settled.
Hi there, Savic. Glad to see you, and good luck. And Godspeed to you, because you know what?
Tell truth from
The
facade.
time has come for you to join the ranks of us addicts. You know, Greg is his forefront. I'm right behind him. And you know, you all guys have to catch up to us. I don't know, I kind of like Venti, considering he had actually probably the most intense lore out of any character, I'd say, personally at least. Because I'm pretty sure he was the only one that we got to find out what actually happened to him during, like, the Archon War. I guess besides Raiden Shogun, that is, but I don't know, his story was, like, very touching to me personally.
Tell truth from facade.
I don't understand people who probably know into it, but to me, it was pretty moving, I'd say. I mean, to be fair, you know wrong, Satvik.
Can you hear it?
Leveling up in this game is not that hard, to be honest. Like, I have been playing on and off, not religiously at all, and I'm already level 35, so you know. Okay, I guess let's take whoever. We're gonna just go with trial characters, because the game already laid out the plan for us. I don't know, Angel. I just kind of feel like he had a pretty cool character development regarding all of the... If you never read Genshin manga, you probably know appreciate Venti as much as I do, because in manga, Venti is an absolute chad. Because it talks about how he fought the previous... you know, ruler of Mondstadt, and how he freed, like, all the slaves of Mondstadt, pretty much made a revolution happening out of nowhere, and, you know, kind of became an MVP out of nowhere. So, I don't know, I like the little guy.
Upswing, stay behind me. A change of perception.
In regard to weather... We do have rain pretty much all day, every day. Snow, very rare.
Don't worry, I've got this.
Snow is pretty much as rare as sunny weather in UK. It's 1 to 1. I don't know, that's kind of capped. Come on, Furina's second best. Zhongli, I agree 100%, but I feel like Raiden Shogun had a pretty impactful story.
Yay.
Personally. And Nahida, I mean, come on. How can you not like Nahida? To me personally, the rating, the top 3 would be probably Zhongli, Nahida, and Raiden Shogun. Personally. I don't think Furina's story is bad, but Novelette kind of carries, let's be real. Without Novelette, Furina wouldn't be half as good.
Gale-storm.
It's just how it
Guide
is.
my blade. Up's judgment.
All the other Archons just kind of carry by themselves, but Furina needs her caretaker. I don't know.
Scarlet.
And that kind of diminishes her value to me personally.
Change of perception. Like frigid death.
My time to shine.
I mean, I'm not gonna hate on that, you know? That's fair enough. Because, you know, Novelette is
Playtime's over.
my
Stay behind me.
second favorite character in the entire game of Genshin. He was the only reason I came back to Genshin when he got released. Before then, I didn't care that much. But after he appeared, you know, as a glorious phoenix that he is, or dragon, shall I say, everything changed. But yeah, kind of regarding the weather, snow we might have one time a year. Rain, 365 days a year. That's kind of how it rolls. Well, they are technically the same character. The only difference between them is Novelette actually works, and Zhongli just pretends like he works. Snow is overrated, Angel. As somebody that grew up with very harsh winters during my youth, it's overrated. I can tell you this much. There's nothing less fun than going into school at the -25 weather. Because that's what I did. From the age of like 5 till 12. Every winter, day in, day out. No, that's cap, Angel. That's cap and you know it. Come on. No, Zhongli doesn't depend on Child. Come on, Child doesn't do anything for Zhongli. The only thing Child does for Zhongli is he becoming his ATM. Like walking ATM. That's the only thing Child does for Zhongli. Everything else, Child might as well be in the background.
Good. There's no time to waste.
I know who that is, Kai. I actually listened to some of his songs. They are pretty good. I also know he does like D&D stuff, which I was never really into, but I do know who he is. His content is pretty good. But I wouldn't say I follow him. Let's say.
Tear them to pieces. Don't blink!
I mean, that's how it's growing up in Eastern Europe for you, Amy. He's basically like a music artist that does a lot of songs about like anime and some game stuff. It's pretty good, to be honest. It's nothing, you know, to scoff about.
Here we go again.
Like, you might think anime music, wow, that's cringe. But actually, some of it is good.
You're in for it.
Not all of it, but you know. My personal favorite is in that genre is probably either Fable or Divide Music. I like those two guys. They kind of go right up my alley.
Oopsie daisy.
Watch and learn.
You won't cast me
Is that
down.
what it's called, Nordcore? Yeah, I guess that's fair
My
enough. Yeah.
field of expertise. I can't keep zap string. It's our curtain call.
Woolly's attack.
I've been listening to those guys since, I don't know, like early pandemic days. Like, I knew about them a long time ago.
Tear them to pieces.
They do some good stuff. It's surprising what you can find online, you know, especially when you're a weeb. But it's a lot of plethora of very cool stuff out there. Ranging from music to animation, you name it, and it's probably out there. Alright, we're gonna do one run each, because I'm not trying to get the highest point so far. Ah, so there's like total point rewards. Okay, we're gonna try to get as high as we possibly can later. I'm just trying to get a feel for now. For every single stage, and then we'll retry them afterwards if I feel like I can get a better score on them. Well, Divide Music is just... I'm personally really into rock music. So, Divide is right up my alley, because it's rock music, pretty much. And Fable, he's kind of in between rock and rap, pretty much. He kind of does both, and really well. And they both have a very good voice.
No mercy. Be gone.
Same, Angel, you know. You gotta stay strong out there.
Stay behind me.
Gamers weren't born to be sociable, you know. Gamers were born
Think you
to
can catch up?
embark upon a solitary
Watch and
path
learn.
of enlightenment. Success haven't chosen us, we chose it, unfortunately.
A change of perception.
Whoa, bring it on. Time for some hot action.
Tear them to pieces.
Your time is over.
I've had enough. Get lost. Cleave it.
Stay behind me.
Doing pretty well so far.
Bring it on!
Some nice damage going.
Tear them to pieces.
No. I do know Daddy Fast Snaps. I know all of them, Kine. You talking to the true weeb up here.
Watch 'em
There's
run.
nothing Nordca related in, like, just weeb culture that I don't know. I know all of them. You probably... I probably even know some of them that you don't know.
My field of expertise. Tear them to pieces.
I mean, his name slaps. Let's be real. The man actually has insane talent. He's probably the most talented out of everyone, because
There's no time to
his
waste.
songs are just insane. Like, I swear to God.
Zapstring, the stage is yours. I'll pay it back tenfold. Time to wrap it up. You won't cast me down.
Stay behind me.
Who needs real life friends when you can have
100%.
fictional, you know?
Lotus pervade.
Tear them to pieces. Zapstring, it's our curtain call.
Cleave it. Stay behind me. Like frigid death. Oh, bring it on!
I've had enough. Get lost.
Stay behind me.
Alright, you know, whenever I get 420 score, it's pretty much a victory at that point. If we can get 6,900, I feel like that would be a little bit better, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Okay, let's try again. What do we have here? Jiyan again. Motefi and Jiyan. We'll take that. But yeah, I used to, like, those guys carried me through quarantine because I discovered all of them during quarantine. When I was younger, I was really into Nightcore. I don't know if you guys know what that is. Basically, if you don't, imagine a song but faster is the best way I can describe it. It's basically just sped up music because I have ADHD, if you guys didn't know, so I needed my brain to be engaged 24/7, especially when I was younger, because I was super hyperactive.
Tell truth from
And
facade.
I discovered Nightcore during, like, my very early teenage years, like 12, 13, I'd say. So I had a background in that. And afterwards, when I kind of started phasing out of it, I started going into nerdcore more and, like, listening to, like, anime songs and all
Tell
that.
truth from facade.
Like openings, you know, covers, all that good stuff. And that's how I discovered the people who actually make original songs about the subjects. And to be honest, a lot of them are really, really talented artists. And I feel like they're super underrated because they are categorized into this category of, you know, oh, anime music is no real music. When reality is, you know, it doesn't matter what this genre is about, just amazing songs. Especially, like,
You worry.
majority of artists, they go about character and describing their story in, like, lyrical form. And the only one that doesn't do that at all, yet still produces such amazing songs, is Divide. Like, Divide just somehow managed it to make the songs feel super in line with the character, yet never go into their story. Like, he never mentions anything about anime, anything about the character's story in a song, and just goes purely from artistic perspective.
boils. Bleed me up.
I feel like they do deserve to be more mainstream, personally, from my opinion. I don't know. As I said, I feel like they're underrated in a lot of ways. Some openings, like, go hard. You know, when I was watching a lot of anime back in the day, I would have a specific playlist of all the anime openings that I was vibing with. And the best one from my personal memory, the one that I listened to last was Vinland Saga by Survive Said the Prophet. And that song, I swear to God, I probably listened to it thousands of times. It just was going so hard, and every single gaming session that I had, I would listen to it at least like 5 times on repeat. It was my jam.
7. Fury boils.
Let me be your blade. Deference!
You're wide open.
There's some good stuff out there, Angel, because, you know, majority of it is just good music that is about anime. And I feel like if you like anime or just nerd stuff in general, because a lot of it is like about manga even, some of it is even about comics and whatever. But I'd say majority of it is good. A lot of it is about games as well. Like, I think the first encounter that I ever had with that genre of music in general, I think it was JT Music. I don't know if you guys would know who that is. They used to be a pretty big like music channel. Not so much nowadays, but they were famous for gaming music. They did like Dishonored, they did Bioshock, they did a bunch of Dark Souls, like you name a game and they probably made a song about it. And that was my first encounter with that genre. And I remember I listened to a lot of their songs and they were going hard. Like, not gonna lie, some of their songs were I listen on repeat.
Burn to ashes.
I think Dishonored and Bioshock were my favorites. I don't know, there's just something about them that were just resonating with me, I'd say.
Fury boils. Inferno.
Yeah, I feel like that's a majority of people's problem with the genre in general, because they don't think of it as a real music. But for me personally, I never understood that perspective, because what is real music? It's like, do you think the people they make, you know, record albums and, you know, sings on stadiums are better than people who just make YouTube videos? At the end of the day, they both, you know, music artists. They just do different things, and music is like an art, and you express yourself through music. It's like with everything, painting, sculpture, you name it, any point of artistic approach, you express yourself in the only way you know how. And just because you think about fictional characters rather than your feelings and whatever else, you know, it doesn't make you less of an artist, at least from my perspective. Well, the thing is, JT Music used to be just one individual, right? I forgot their name, but later on down the line, they became 3-person crew. So there's actually 3 people. There's one guy who like raps. There's another guy who does like a lot of rock stuff, and there's the third guy who does more like a cappella stuff. So they diverged more into different genres of music, if you will, and evolved. But back in the day, it used to be just one individual.
Watch my field of expertise.
I think I heard of that one before. It's a pretty good song.
Bloom.
Good. Zap string.
Like I said, not all of it is good. You just have to find the good stuff.
Your time is over. Stay behind me.
Because like my personal top 3 would be, as I said, Divide, Fable, and probably DPS. Those are the top 3, but there are also quite a lot of good ones. Like Rastage is a good one. Not like Joshua is pretty good, but he does a lot of ciphers, which might not be up to everyone's alley.
The stage is yours.
Who else can I think of?
Don't blink.
Sensei Beats, I think, is pretty decent. Not all of their songs are like super good, but especially their Records of Ragnarok stuff is pretty nice. Who else can I think off the top of my head? There's a lot of others that are just escaping me right now.
Be gone. Stay behind me.
Back! Pleasure doing business.
Crush them.
Oh yeah, he has an absolute banger of voice. The man is exceptionally talented.
You're not getting away.
Just for some reason, his songs at some point lost traction. Like, he used to be super big. He does, kinda. He does. I do know that, but the thing is, as I said, he does a lot of ciphers, so you don't actually hear a lot of his own verses and songs, so it's a little bit, you know...
Not worth mentioning.
Tear them to pieces.
Hi there, cool. Glad to see you. Are you rerolling Wuthering Waves? Good luck there, cool. I hope you get some good stuff. Keep me updated on your progress. Are you going for Jiyan again, or are you just saving up? Because I know you said you were gonna save up, but are you going for any particular 5-star to start with? I would recommend Kalchura if you're going for, you know, saving route. Because he's probably gonna be the most bang for your buck, and then just get Verena, and you're halfway there. I think Dark only shows up when Cool is here, you know? He can sense his nemesis.
Said, tell truth from facade.
But that's just how Dark always is, Angel. That's just his default mode. You get used to it. He means well. Like, it might not seem like it, but he does mean well.
Not worth mentioning.
Not bad.
He's like a real-life version of Tsundere, you know? The man just doesn't know what kindness is. So the only way he can show love is through hate. And you just grow to appreciate it.
Break. Fury boils. Tell truth
Doing
from facade.
pretty well so far.
Finale.
I mean, I do like a good banter every now and again, but whenever you involve, you know, Dark's heritage and Italian culture in general, the man goes ape mode. You won't be able to calm him down.
Settled.
Chobati is another one. I do remember him as well. He goes hard. There's a lot of them that are just escaping my mind right now, because I listen to quite a lot, and those are like the biggest ones, but there are smaller creators that actually are super talented as well.
Till my last breath.
I only heard a few of his songs. I wouldn't say I'm a huge fan, but I think his music is okay.
Fury boils. As you wish. Feel my wrath.
I can keep notice.
I'd say my personal favorite is definitely Divide, but Fable is close second. And the thing is, I'm pretty sure they're both friends because they do feature on each other's songs a lot. And something that I find really cute about their interactions is if you go to any of their songs, they leave like a cute comment to each other being like, awesome song, man, as always crushed it, and you know, wow, I almost teared up, and you know, stuff like that. I'm just like, wow, that's cute. That's true bromance right there. Like, go to any of their songs, and I guarantee you, they are leaving comments to each other. And that's another thing that I like about that community, because every creator just kind of interacts with each other. There's nobody kind of like having beef with each other. Everyone is just, you know, interacting with each other, having collabs, making just cool stuff. And that's what I like. There's no drama there. There's nothing, you know, preventing people from just doing what they're doing best. Because some of the best songs is when people collab, you know? Because they mix their talents, and let's say, for example, Divide, when he makes certain songs and he needs like somebody to rap for him, he gets somebody that can do that better than him, and I feel like that's how you make the best music possible. Because you don't, you know, you're not necessarily sticking to your lane, but you're doing what you're doing best, and then getting somebody else who knows how to do something better in a certain genre, and, you know, combining your forces and making an absolute banger. No, actually, I never heard of them. That's a new one to me. The name sounds kind of lit, honestly. Not the biggest fan of ham, but I do like sandwiches. To be fair, Yuji's song kind of went hard. Like I said, if you wanna have like a very emotional one, listen to his, like, I don't know, Sword Art Online songs are pretty emotional. I'd say Attack on Titan, he did quite a lot, and probably actually now that I think of Jujutsu Kaisen as well. Well, to be fair, I wouldn't say he's bad at rapping. I'd say he's pretty good. But I think he does better just singing. Not everybody can do both. It's very difficult to do both. The only individual that I know in that sphere that does both really well is DPS. Like, the man can do both. If you never heard DPS actually sing, like rock stuff or just regular songs, you're missing out. The man is super talented. Like, I swear to God, he can do any genre of music and crush it.
Woolies, let's race.
His talent is unmatched, honestly.
Oopsie daisy. That didn't hurt at all.
I see, kind. That's absolutely fair enough. I think Divide just doesn't give himself enough credit. I feel like his music is so good
A change of perception.
that he just doesn't want to, you know, praise himself as much as he should. And I'm glad that other people do it for him. Because Divide started very underrated. I remember when I only found out this genre in general, Fable used to be massive. He already had like 300k subs or maybe 400, and Divide only had maybe 30 or 40, and a lot of his songs were already amazing. Like, I swear to God, I could listen to them on repeat, even those that he did like 3-4 years ago. But he was underrated, and at a certain point when he started collabing with more people that were bigger than him, he got the recognition he deserved. And I feel like that's what he was missing. Somebody actually taking the time and listening to what he has to say, and, you know, he finally got the recognition he deserves, I feel like, which is good. But yeah, I do agree, he did quite a few rap songs, and honestly,
Woolies attack.
he goes hard.
Leave me.
I wouldn't say it's better than his regular stuff, but it's still really good. Okay, let me retry this, because my mind kind of went blank on that. I can do better.
Here comes Encore.
I listened to one with Edric Caden on it, because that's one I was thinking of.
Leave me alone.
Also, Adams, song like from Record Ragnarok from Fable goes kind of hard. I remember that one from my memory, and that one was pretty lit.
Stay behind me. Cycle of corrupt. A change of perception.
I feel like Fable just goes the hardest. Divide is more mellow, and you know, there is time and place for those kind of songs, but if you just like,
Shape the shapeless.
you know, kind of jumping music, the way I would describe it, where you just pop off straight away. It's very good. Listen to the Entertainment District or the Cyberpunk one. I think those two are probably one of his best works. From memory. Especially Entertainment District. I felt like that one was insane. I remember when it came out, I was listening for it on repeat for like a month straight.
Leave me alone!
Frost flume. Lotus pervade.
Let me be your blade. Oopsie daisy! This is so much fun! Precipitant! Ha! Ta! You're it! Leave me alone! This is so much fun!
You've been listening for longer than me, kind. Unless you take Nightcore into the account, in which case I've been listening since like the age of 10. But yeah, in that genre, I think I go into it maybe 2019, like late 2019, from memory. It might have been later, but I think that was roughly around the time. And I never looked back.
Strike! Exterminate.
That's fair, kind. That's absolutely fair.
Suffer!
I mean, when you get your favorite artist, you know, you always want to hear everything they have to say. As I said, for me, it's Divide. I don't think I haven't heard a single song that man made. I always listen to him. Fable probably as well. I've most likely heard every single song he made.
All is fair in war.
I'd say I heard maybe 75% what DPS made. I didn't hear a lot of his like really early stuff because he has been doing it for ages. The other two have been a little bit newer to the scene, shall I say?
It's time. Suffer. All is fair in war. Stay calm. Unleash the
There's nothing wrong with being biased, because as I said, when you have your favorite, it's very hard to, you know, disregard your opinion and being subjective about it.
How reliable. This is my ground.
I don't know, I feel like Entertainment District goes really hard.
Everyone stand down. How
I mean, Jujutsu
reliable.
Kaisen is good, but I'm just saying, when you listen to it in the right state of mind, Entertainment District goes hard.
Joint operation. Suffer.
Hi there, Liz, glad to see you.
Stay calm.
My day has come. Befuddle thy foes. Drop the pile. Nothing to worry about.
How reliable. No biggie, just a scratch.
Oh, I just kind of made it because I was bored. I mean, I did enjoy making it, but I just don't know what kind of to make. It was just one of those days, you know, I was reading a manga, and I like some manhwa, and I was like, you know what, I want to try this feature. That's fair, Angel. I was just thinking purely from lyrics perspective. But thanks, Kaina, I appreciate it. It was just, you know, a perfect combination of me reading the manga on the same day and Nefex, which is another artist that I listen to quite a lot. It came out with that song and I was like, I got you. And, you know, I think I was on my winter break as well at a time. I was like taking a time off and the stars aligned, as they say.
Settled. Tell truth from facade.
I think I also made it on my old little laptop back in the day. I don't think I still had my new computer at the time. So I was hunched over that little laptop, you know, sitting on my bed, making that bad boy. But it was a lot of fun. I might make more shots in the future, because it is a pretty fun feature.
Tell truth from facade.
And I do have some ideas that might work for it.
Wind Rider.
Come on, Kain. Punctuality has never been my strong point. What can I say? I would say I'm fashionably on time, you know?
Tell truth from facade.
Being fashionably late is a sign of politeness, if anything. If you're not late an hour to your meeting, are you really on time? You gotta keep your guests in suspense. If you said you're arriving at 9 o'clock, you better be at that place by 10:30 p.m. You know, when you say you're at 9 a.m., you're 10:30 p.m. there, and you know, you come out rocking that suit and everything.
Fury
That's how you make the good first impression. It is still there, is.
Storm, hear my command. Hey, hey, ha.
You worry. Fury boils. Silence. Ready for battle. Unstoppable. Break. Tell truth from facade. Till my last.
Bad. Omniscient Reader is a pretty good manhwa, by the way. It's probably one of the best regressor manhwas well, no, he actually... Does he no, he doesn't regress. Never mind, forget what I said. But it's a really good manhwa. So, Angel, let me help you out. Go to Ashura Scans. Because that place has every single omniscient reader's viewpoint chapter in existence. This is things called scanlation scans. And you know, you can find every single manhwa and manhwa there for free. I see, kind. That makes sense. I mean, I don't keep up like with everyone, obviously, because it would be a lot of work if I did. But I try to like know at least about majority of people. Okay, I think we did all of them. So now is the time where we gonna go back and try to do it better. Because our score so far is pretty mediocre. We gotta get that gamer rating up. You can probably get it online though. Because majority of manga that I get,
Here comes Encore.
I just get online, to be honest.
Leave.
There's plenty of outlets online that will deliver it to you. I don't know why you would think there would be manhwa in National Library, Angel.
Leave me alone. Hey, ha. Synchronization. Da-da-da-da-da-da. No one picks on Encore's friends. Leave.
This is actually a good opportunity to play with a bunch of characters that I haven't played with before, like for example Encore. I haven't played with her at all, but she is kind of fun, to be honest.
Stay behind me. Like frigid death.
A change of perception.
Death storm. Hear my command. Synchronization.
Woolies attack.
Oh, that's again. I mean, I'll check them out. Because I'm always on the market for new music, you know.
Into Woolie's belly you go. Leave me alone. Tempest, here comes Uncle. That didn't hurt at all. Can't sleep.
Ooh, that wasn't very nice.
Shackles be gone.
Shape the shapeless.
Stay behind me.
A change of perception.
Precipitant.
Soul leveling? That's surprising, because I didn't know manhwa was actually that even obtainable in the Western world, because I never seen any manhwa at all. Manga, yes. I've seen manga shops and all that, but manhwa I saw is pretty relatively hard to find, to be honest. I never seen a physical copy anywhere. And maybe they're just, you know, my luck, but never seen it anywhere. Okay, let's do this one. I mean, it is a shame, because I would like to have some copies as well. I do have some manga, like Berserk. I have some Bleach, like early chapters and latest chapters. Even some One Piece stuff. Because every single time I go to Japan, I bring some manga with me back. Because it's so abundant there, and, you know, I always like to snag a few copies whenever I can.
You're wide open. Finale.
Listen up.
Ready for battle. Fear no more.
Leave it to me.
Tell truth from facade.
Luminous energy. Glow from within.
You're wide open.
Bloom.
7. Retreat to advance.
I mean, manga is probably the most popular genre of, like, Eastern,
Ready for battle.
fiction and, you know, nerd stuff in general. Because manga stores are becoming more and more, popular nowadays, which is a good thing. When I was growing up, you would be very lucky to find any manga out there.
Leave it to me.
The only places I could find them were online. I'd never seen a physical copy until I actually went to Japan
Use some fertilizer.
at the age of like 13 or something.
Bloom. I'm just low on fluids. Bask in the sunlight.
You're wide open. Tell truth from facade. Ready for battle. Fear no more.
Bloom.
You're wide open.
Photosynthesis.
How much score did we get? 7,400. I'll take it. That's a pretty good one. Which manhwa did you say? I think you said Rise of the Kings, wasn't it? Something along those lines? I haven't checked it out, but I did say I'll put it on my reading list. I've just been reading a bunch of other stuff. I go into Talent Soling Magician lately, and that one is top tier. Let me tell you something. You know harem manhwas? You probably do, you know, where main character collects a bunch of pretty anime women. But let me tell you something. What if I told you that this manhwa is doing it a little bit differently? Instead of collecting very attractive individuals, the main character collects nothing but old men. The strongest man imaginable. And he makes them his teachers. So the man going collecting old men like the goddamn Pokemons out there. He rocking up on a stage with, you know, the biggest chads this world has ever seen. Like there's one guy who's the strongest magician in existence. Literally the biggest chad you ever see in your life. The beard as long as Merlin's, I swear to God, but at least he knows magic. Another man, literally the king of beasts. The revolutionary army leader who trying to overthrow the kingdom. And his teacher as well. And he's just rocking up with these two old dudes. Like, rocking up to the scene like nobody's business, you know, cracking skulls and taking names. And you tell me you don't want to read that. It's the funniest thing you'll ever see in your life, and I strongly recommend it. I think it has 80 chapters. Honestly, one of the best reads I had in a while. It's called Talent Swallowing Magician. Read that, you'll be amazed. I swear to God, it's going to be one of the best experiences you'll ever hear in your life. And see. It's not gay kind, it's cultured. Unbelievable. This man. No culture. I'm gonna enlighten you guys today. Another one that my personal favorite. Okay, you know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? We're gonna do this right now. Let me enlighten you all. So, well, let me do this. Let me do what I would call a pro gamer move. So, this is the best website for reading manhwa 1-for-1. You will probably not find anything better. Now, let me enlighten you. So you go in here, you search villain. Okay? Very important. I'll explain why. This one right here. The best manhwa you'll ever read in your life. I am the fated villain. 10 out of 10. Okay? The best manhwa ever. There's nothing better than it. Absolutely nothing. Now, the next one that I exceptionally recommend, Omniscient Reader Viewpoint. 215 chapters. Top tier. To give you a brief moment, this man right here pretty much has a phone and he can read the future. And he pretty much controls every single protagonist in existence to do his bidding. 10 out of 10. Now, the next one that I'll strongly recommend to you all. Let me see. What do I have here? All of these are decent. All of these are decent. This one, Superhuman Battlefield. 10 out of 10. It's solo leveling on crack. It's better than solo leveling. You heard it right here. This man right here, absolute Chad. Basically, the first chapter, he gets betrayed by his comrades, gets thrown into the hellhole, fights demons for eons, comes back, destroys everyone. 10 out of 10. Now, the next one, very important. Listen up, guys, because this one is going to blow your mind. Let me find it. Now, this one. The Dark Magician Transmigrus after 66,666 years later. 11 out of 10. Let me tell you something. Angel, don't you dare disagree with me. Read it and then disagree with me. It's better. And you'll understand why. The main character is like Sun Jin-woo, but better. He's basically Sun Jin-woo, but more edgy. And you tell me you don't think it's better. Now, let me tell you about this one. This one, 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10. Now, Diablo is the guy's name. Was basically sealed for ages. Because he went against 12 gods, he was like, you know what, I'm the biggest chant that ever existed, I'm gonna challenge heavens themselves. Went against 12 gods, the bastards sealed him. You know, they couldn't beat him, they were like, you know what, this man too good. We gotta seal him up, throw him into slammers. And you know, the 66,666 years later, he escapes a joint. And he's like, you know what, I'ma go back. I'ma go back. And I'ma kill them all. Pretty much the description you all need. Now, well, let me give you another one. This one? The best manhwa you ever read. Now, listen to me. Everything I said before pales in comparison to this one. Return of the Triple S class ranker. Rokan is the best anime character that ever existed. Now, listen to me. Listen to me. This is very important. You might think, oh, Lux, but what about Aizen? You praise Aizen all this time. And I do. And Aizen is top 0. Okay? Rokan is top 1. Aizen top 0. Very, very important. Listen up. Rokan basically a gamer. That's all I need to say. But he's not just a gamer. He's a chat gamer who makes living out of gaming. Now, listen carefully. This man gets betrayed by all the rankers. He is a berserker in a game, and all he does is slaughters people for fun. But he gets this guy, Odin, who just an absolute Chad as well. Like, the man is just built different. And he gets like a bunch of top rankers to assassinate this man over and over again until he drops to level 1. And when he drops to level 1, he just, you know, like, he becomes basically useless. The man goes into despair. The next thing you know, he falls asleep, wakes up 10 years later. And just like that, you know, he goes on this very elaborate path of revenge. And, you know, basically trying to level up and take all the resources he can in the game to screw over Odin. It's the best goddamn piece of fiction you'll ever read in your life. And I swear to God, if you've never seen it, please read it. All the other ones you cannot read, but read this one. The best manhwa you ever seen. Now, this man is basically me incarnated. If I ever get into the game, you better study, because this is what I'm gonna be like. I'm gonna be a menace unlike any. Now, let me give you another one. Let me leave you with some good ones. So, like, Heavenly Grand Archives Young Master is good. Return of Mount Huasek. Now, this is another top tier. Top tier. Basically, the story, this young man right here, Chad, like absolute Chad, goes against Demon Sect. Just annihilates them all. Slaughters the Heavenly Demon. Just annihilates the man. Dies in the process. Gets reincarnated into, like, you know, an orphan. And you know what he does? He's like, okay, I've had enough of this. 5 seconds later, he goes back to his sect, knocks on their door, realizes they're all gone. They're all dead, and the one that they had, absolute weaklings. So what this man does, he goes into training dojo, becomes an absolute Chad yet again, and pretty much schools every single individual he ever comes across. The man, Menace. Another version of me. Now, another one. Very important. Because the greatest estate developer. 10 out of 10. 11 out of 10. If you are into comedy, this is probably the funniest manhwa you'll ever read in your life. The plot, the man gets reincarnated into the novel. Becomes a young master that was kind of like a nuisance. Pretty much a low life. Low born, but noble nonetheless. And what he does? He becomes a realtor. He builds houses and makes money that way. This guy right here is his bodyguard, and they kind of have back and forth, a little bit of a bromance, if you will. The funniest manhwa you ever read in your life. Now. Another one. Very important. Return of the Disaster Class Hero. Top tier. Top tier. Let me tell you again. An absolute banger. So, you know, this man died in a tower. Got betrayed. You know, happens. Shit happens. Gets reincarnated. Becomes an absolute chatty. It's kind of like the Superhuman Battlefield, but a little bit worse. Now, another one. Let me give you another one. Nano Machine. God, boy, okay, I guess the website is down. Now, listen, Nano Machine, 12 out of 10. This is basically, imagine a wuxia novel, but with technology. So this man has a system pretty much inbuilt within his brain, which tells him all the weaknesses of everyone. And he just pulls out two like swords and slashes everyone in sight. 211 chapters, strongly recommend. Another one, let me see. The tutorial is too hard is pretty good. I wouldn't say it's top tier, I would say it's 9 out of 10. So basically, to explain you the plot, the man gets summoned into a tower, and there's like different levels. There's like easy, hard, easy, normal, hard, and then hell. And he basically chose hell difficulty, and at certain points he reaches the stage in hell tower where he needs teammates. But he's the only ones that survived inside the said tower on hell difficulty. So what he does, he tries to coach the people who come into hell difficulty and basically make them reach the point that he is in. And it's kind of like this back and forth where you see how the newbie progresses, and there's like flashbacks how he did those stages. So he's kind of like, you know, Master Roshi, pretty much guiding everyone. A pretty good read, I'd say 9 out of 10. A Return of the Shattered Constellation is pretty good. Basically, the guy gets reincarnated. He used to be a constellation, got betrayed, comes back to seek revenge, basically teams up with the Hades, and, you know, just kind of sees slaughter everywhere. Archmage Transcends Through Regression, a very good one as well. Basically, to explain the plot, the man gets betrayed by the king. He's like the strongest archmage in existence. Gets betrayed by the king, gets poisoned. Too bad, so sad. But the real deal is he gets transmigrated into time and basically starts killing everyone. It's a very good description. I obtained a mythical item, is pretty good as well. Chronicle of the Demon Faction are decent, I'd say. This one is not that great. Death is only ending for villains is decent if you are into female protagonists. What else we have? Return of Unrivaled Spear King is pretty good. I'd say it's maybe 8 out of 10. Is just kind of more generic. The max level hero has returned is more like kind of slice of life-ish, but it is decent. Heavenly Demon Can't Live a Normal Life is a good one. 8 out of 10. Soul Leveling, obviously, if you guys never read it, you can read it here. I Reincarnate as a Craze Hair is really good. F-Class Destiny Hunter, middle of the road. I'm not that kind of talent. Top tier comedy. What else we have? Murium Login is kind of book safe if you're into that. I remember that one. That's pretty good. Reincarnation of the Battle God, decent. One and Torn Newbie, pretty much kind of like Rokan, but a little bit less of a Chad and more of a troll. So that's kind of good. How to Live Life as a Villain is a little bit middle of the road. It's good, but it's not the best. The game that I came from, basically the game becomes a reality, and this man can transform from game to real world and back and forth. He kind of keeps his abilities. Pretty good. Taming Master, decent. Return to Player, kind of good. I would recommend that one. Super Evolution. The Tutorial Tower of the Advanced Player. Read this one. This one, I just remember, 12 out of 10. It is on hiatus right now, but it's 177 chapters. And basically, to give you all you need to know, is this man just wears Adidas trackies and beats everyone with a slipper. That's all you need to know. Based on the description, read it. Now, yeah, kind of like that, Liz. Heavenly Demon Instructor, basically this man just has a sage guiding him, like the strongest martial master in the world. There's like this tower where you have to climb it, and this man gets basically a teacher who climbed to 99th level, and he kind of like guides him. It's pretty good. Legend of Asura. Now, this is probably, I'd say, my top 5 personal favorites. I would strongly recommend it. Basically, to give you a synopsis regarding it, is the main character, who is this guy right here. He gets trapped by this absolute maniacal old man who does nothing but experiments on him day in, day out, and feeds him nothing but poisons, because he has a special constitution within his body where he can absorb the said poisons and utilize them. So basically, after years and years of torture, he escapes and becomes pretty much a walking toxic bomb. And he basically just seeks revenge on everyone. And at a certain point, he gets like this crossroad between whether he should stop or continue, and there's like a lot of twists and turns. There's very good side characters. Honestly, one of the best manhwas I ever read. I strongly recommend it. This is really, really good. Barbarian Quest is kind of like kind of con-ish. I'd say actually no. Vinland Saga. Think of Barbarian Quest as Vinland Saga, and you'll kind of get it, what this is about. Basically, this man lives in a tribe, goes outside his mountains, and you know, just kind of goes on this conquest throughout Roman Empire and just becomes a gladiator and all that good stuff. Pretty good read. What else we have? I think that's probably it. A Heavenly Martial God is pretty good. It has been on hiatus for 2 years, but it's worth reading, at least up to 65th chapter. The Second Coming of Gluttony is pretty good. And I think that's probably it. They have a lot of these like Chinese manhwas, but I don't think you guys would be into it. It's only for degenerates like me, who don't have regard for their time. Stuff like that. And if you want to read, like, Liz, this is for you as a challenger. Because I know you, League of Legends enthusiast. Pretty much Faker guides the main character. That's all you need to know. Faker is pretty much the trainer of this like team where the game is reality and they play League of Legends, essentially. So that's for you, Liz. That's for you. So yeah, guys, basically go to Ashura Scans, read them all. Read every single one of them. And you'll have a grand old time, let me tell you. But that's about it. That was a little manhwa recommendation session with yours truly. Anyway, back to business. You've been thoroughly enlightened today. One of these days, I'm probably gonna do the entire like manhwa stream where all we're gonna do is talk about manhwa. Because I can talk for hours. I can tell you every single like, I don't think there's a single manhwa out there that I haven't heard of. And I'm not capping. I'm pretty sure I read every single manhwa out there. Even the bad ones. Also, another one that I forgot to mention is Illicit. If you never read Illicit, definitely read it. Absolute banger. My personal favorite manhwa of all time. It's not on Ashura Scans, but you can find it anywhere. Just type Illicit and you'll have a grand old time. Yes, Liz, I'm listening. I mean, the thing is, Liz, they might be copyright stricken. Because the thing is, you can't really read manhwa online. You know, it's not technically quote-unquote legal. I'd say you should keep reading Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint, because it's really good. But I think after you finish that, definitely read the SSS class Ranker's Return.
Warm-up's done.
Definitely read
Ready
that
for
one.
the stage.
Everybody should read that one. It's awesome. Or listen. Read actually listen. Put aside Omniscient Viewpoint, read it, and read Illicit right now. That's what I would tell you to do, Angel. An absolute banger. Also, Kine, you only read half Unbelievable. You gotta catch up. You gotta read them all. Have you never heard of Vaj Catchem phrase? You gotta catch them all? What are you doing? You gotta read them all. But yeah, guys, if you never read The Lizard, I want all of you today after stream or tomorrow, just go and read it. Because I'll tell you something. It's the best piece of literature that ever graced this planet. A lizard, basically ELCEED.
Frost bloom. A change of perception.
You'd be surprised, kind, because I actually did get it before. I was doing some reading streams before, and I did get copyright stricken for it. I don't think it matters how big you are. They just automatically search for like the titles, and you get copyright stricken.
A change of perception.
So that will put fear of God in me. Because if you get 3, your channel will get deleted. You know? No. After L, there's another E. Come on, Kai.
Guide my blade.
Like frigid death.
Let's play hide and seek.
I mean, we can definitely do like a reading get-together maybe on Discord. If you guys want. I can definitely do that for you on like weekends or something. Thank you, Liz. You see, Liz is a true spell over here.
Lions rumble, evil crumble.
Stay behind me. Engrave.
I mean, as I said, I wish I could do it, but
Guide
also
my
YouTube
blade.
Sensei doesn't really like that. It is not on Ashura scans, you kind of have to scour your way through it. Just type illicit online and you'll find it. Oh yeah, I think it is actually linked on Discord. So, on Discord, there's like manhwa channel, guys. And I think I put some recommendation there before. So you can just kind of scour it and see what I said there before.
Yay!
Guide my blade.
Because that's kind of pretty reliable, let's say.
A change of perception.
Upswing. Let's get this over with.
That's curtains.
Stay behind me.
No mercy.
Don't worry, I've got this.
Another one I think is Reaper scans. That's like another scanlation which is really good.
Guide my blade.
And I read a lot of
My
titles
time
from
to
there.
shine.
Those are like the two biggest
Drumbeat
ones.
strong,
There's also
ill-fortune gone.
other scanlations, but they're a little bit more
Guide my
niche.
blade.
But as I said, Ashura and Reaper probably have majority of titles you guys should be reading.
Guide my blade.
There's a lot more nuanced ones, which
frigid death.
you're probably not ready yet.
My time to shine.
When you get to the point when you read everything on Ashura scans and Reaper scans,
Guide my
I'll guide you to the world
Upswing.
of Chinese manhwa. Manhwa, shall I say? Because that's
Don't worry, I've got
that's a
this.
world that you should be ready for.
Guide my blade.
You can't just go straight into Chinese manhwa. You have to appreciate the
Eradicate.
good stuff first, and then I will enlighten you about the bad. Because I want you to understand that this stuff is good first, so you don't get the wrong impression.
Guide my blade.
Because let me tell you something. The amount of stuff I read is scary
This is my curtain
from the
call.
perspective of how much bad stuff I read. Manhwa Top is pretty decent. It's not official. I think Manhwa Top just steals a bunch of places, but you know, It is what it is. Listen, Liz, don't you dare badmouth them. They have a peculiar taste. You have to adapt. You have to appreciate them. And you have to scour through the piles and piles of rubbish in order to find the gold. That's how you appreciate the truly good stuff. Because I'll tell you something. You Google martial arts manhwa, I read all of them. There's no single martial arts manhwa I haven't read. And I can bet my life on it. I read every single one of them, even the worst ones. And that's why I am legally required to share my, perspective with you guys about it. Well, you know, Sadvik, you'll get used to it. When you meet Jiyan, everything will make sense. I think I know the one you're talking about. Is it the one... You actually reminded me, kind. There was one manhwa in particular which was like super trippy. It was basically, maybe some of you know. The story was about this guy who was living in dilapidated house with his mother and younger sister, and they were so unbelievably poor. They had to live in this little room. And every single day, the guy would need to go to work, work 10 different jobs and whatnot. And the only escape he had, he mustered all his money and bought this capsule where he would go to play this video game where he was hoping to make a living from it because his life was so crap that he didn't have any other outlet to do or any other options. So he went to this game, met up with a party, got betrayed in the process and was about to get killed. But what happened was that a random character showed up and asked him whether he wanted to get power. And he basically got this cheat ability where he was able to become the strongest character in the game. Just basically get the ultimate power by committing atrocities in real life. So basically he would start with assaulting his school bully, just absolutely eviscerating his face. And through that he got this ability to challenge the strongest players. And every single battle that he would have to go through, he would have to do a more intense crime. So it goes from starting with his bully, then he beats his dad that left them, then he goes almost kills someone. It's such an insane story. And it all boils down to pretty much him going insane. And there's this weird dynamic between whether you don't know if it's real or if it is fiction. It just goes, it's pretty much envision Inception, it's kind of like that. Because at a certain point, you are convinced that he is in a virtual world. It's not real. But at some point, he just completely does 180 and you realize that everything he experienced up to a certain point was a lie. And it was such a trippy experience. Well, let me see. Let me see if I can find it on my phone, because I think I still have it bookmarked or something. Just give me a second, guys. Let me try to see, because it's the trippiest manhwa I ever read, and honestly, it was good. It was so good. Let's see. The problem that I have so much manhwa on my phone right now that I just forget. Okay, give me a second. Let me see. Let me just scour through all of my stuff. Healing Priest, God Game, no. 1x1, Dragon, Beast Burn, Demon, no. Uh, do, 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 do. Okay, this might take a while, so I'll tell you what. I'll try to find it and I'll post it in Discord after stream, because this is one of those manhwas that is super underrated. But I swear to God, it was the trippiest experience I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, I can't find it right now. Okay, we'll find it at some point, but maybe I'll remember as we go along. Sleep is overrated. I'm telling you guys, if we as humanity managed to overcome sleep, we would be already on the moon and back. Let's go again.
Roll for me. Synchronization. Hey. Bloom.
You're wide open. Finale. Tell truth from facade.
I mean, to be honest, I go to sleep at like 3 AM every day, and I wake up at about 8, so I usually sleep about 5 hours anyway. That's my normal schedule, and that's if I'm lucky.
Ready for battle. Unstoppable.
Bloom. Bask in the sunlight.
You're wide open.
Listen up. Leave it to me.
Ready for battle.
I mean, Saitama went to the moon. Don't you want to see Saitama's bald head imprint on it? Come on, Liz. Think about it logically. It's also made out of cheese. Wouldn't you want to get a bite of that? Some moon cheese?
Settled. Tell truth from facade. Fear no more.
Bloom.
Wow, kind.
You're wide open.
That went from 0 to 100 real quick.
Leave it to me.
That does sound really intense.
Ready for battle.
It is made out of cheese. What do you mean you believe? It is the truth.
You're wide open.
Angel, come on.
Break.
Keep up with the program. It is made out of cheese. Unbelievable. Some naysayers might say that it's made out of dust, and you know, earth, granite, or whatever. No. It's made out of the finest Gouda this world has ever seen. Yeah, but how much cheese can you have in a universe? You tell me, Ulyss. You tell me. Can you find a universe made entirely out of cheese? You don't like cheese, Angel? You telling me you never craved a good sharp slice of Gouda? A nice little creamy taste of it? On a nice, like, brioche bun, a nice grilled cheese on a cold winter night with a nice bowl of tomato soup. You never crave that? Maybe put a little Parma ham in there, or some nice, you know, sausage, and you have a good time. You tell me you never had that? Okay, you at least like grilled cheese. That's fair enough. I do understand not liking certain types of cheese. But if you like grilled cheese, then you like cheese. You just don't like certain kinds of it.
Good. There's no time to waste.
I can't imagine
Your
a
time
more
is over.
scary nightmare than what you just described, Ty.
Here comes
It's probably my worst fear ever. Up there was like drowning.
Watch and learn.
I hope you're okay, because I would be scarred for life from that.
Woolly's
The
attack.
worst nightmare that I ever experienced personally was when I was 6 years old. I probably told this story before, boss. I'll tell you
Bring
anyway.
it on.
Basically, I was laying in my bed, trying to sleep, and I just distinctly remember waking up out of nowhere, unprompted. And all I could remember is when I was
You're
having my eyes closed, I would feel like this intense
Woolies, let's race.
shaking, like if somebody was carrying me. And my entire head was like bobbing back and forth. And then I remember as soon as I would open my eyes, I would feel this intense vertigo. Like I was about to throw up. And every single time I would close my eyes,
Run away.
I would feel like the shaking again. And every single time I opened my eyes, I would feel vertigo. And it felt like somebody was carrying me on their arms and just continuously shaking me back and forth. And that persisted for, I want to say, at least 20 minutes straight.
Leave me.
And that was the scariest experience I ever had. I don't know if it was a waking terror or if I was literally going insane.
Bring it on.
But that was the most fearsome experience I had as like a child. And what didn't make it better is I used to have bed covers which had like a bunch of cute animals on it, like bears, rabbits, you know.
Cleave it.
And there's nothing more scary than waking up in the middle of the night and just looking at your canvas and just seeing all those animals just shaking back and forth. Like morphing
No
like
mercy.
the most insane creatures imaginable. Sadvik, that's my man. I love me some Gouda, let's be real. So yeah, that was my most intense fear ever. And I remember waking up that morning, just kind of forgetting who I was or where I was. And the first thing I did, I went to my parents, and I started just bawling my eyes out because I thought that somebody was like trying to kidnap me or something. And I remember telling them about it, and they were like, "Oh, well, do you want to sleep with us next day?" And I was like, "Yes, please. At least if we shake it, we'll shake it together. So I don't have to be lonely on my endeavors, shall we say." But yeah, that was the scariest, and that was the only time I had like surreal dream. I usually don't have dreams that often, or if at all. But that was like the memories that just got burned into my psyche, and I'll never forget it. Angel Kind, you guys, do you have something to share? Like, what's going on with you? Are you guys reading, you know, Chainsaw Man at the end of every night or something? Or like Berserk? Like what's happening?
Fury boils.
Drink some chamomile tea and relax. Like, geez.
Finale.
Well, that's insane. I can't imagine experience something like you two did. Because mine was scary, but it wasn't at least, you know, real, shall we say. Or it didn't feel like it was real. But in your case, I can only imagine how it would have felt.
Tell truth from facade. Break.
All the shaking stretched me right out. That's what prompted me from being, you know, 5'2" to 6'4". The fear installed in me from the young age. The secret to grow.
Fear
Not
no
many
more.
people know that. Absolutely, Liz. My core has never been shook ever since.
Fury boils.
In fact, it cannot even move.
Ready for battle.
I bolted it to the ground. So no single tectonic wave plates shift would dare to mess with me.
Break. Tell truth from the sun. Burn to ashes.
Let me be your blade. Synchronization. Shake the shakeless.
You're wide open. Unstoppable. Fury boils. Ready for battle. I can take it. As you wish.
Angel,
wide
if you never had smoked Gouda,
Fury boils.
you're missing out on life. Because let me tell you something. Smoked Gouda is one of the tastiest experience you'll ever have. And let me tell you something. You take a nice slice of sourdough bread, you put a little bit of butter on it, like just a tiny bit. Grill that bad boy. Put a nice slice of Gouda cheese, some either Parma ham or some very nice prosciutto. Very thinly, just layer it up, put a slice of smoked Gouda on it. Second piece of bread, I like to spread a little bit of pate on it because I'm fancy. But if you don't like pate, perfectly understandable. It's not for everyone. Slice just a very light dollop of mayo. It usually adds creaminess, and you know I'm not the biggest fan of mayo, but it works pretty well. Add that, put it on top, and just grill it on both sides. One is already done. Grill it on another, and just slice it in half, and just enjoy yourself. It's an absolute perfection. I don't really like you know the moldy cheeses, the blue cheese and the really strong like Roquefort and all that stuff. Not for me. Not for me. I like my cheeses sharp but mild, if that makes sense. I don't like them being like pretty much a gas attack, like a chemical warfare happening within my taste buds. I'm not into that. I mean, sleep paralysis, I heard some of my friends said that they had sleep paralysis before. And the way they described it is, imagine if you were chained to your bed and you can see everything happening around you in like 360 view, but you can't do anything. And like your mind just makes these random images pop in front of your eyes, but you can't do anything about it. And that just sounded like such a trippy experience that I don't think I would ever wanted to be a part of, personally. Well, I think nightmares mostly come from like worriness. If you have like negative thoughts when you go to bed, nightmares are way more likely to appear.
Back off.
Stay behind me.
So whenever you go to bed, try to relax, guys. Otherwise, you will have nightmares.
Crush
That's
them.
one thing that I realized. Because when I was younger, I used to have a lot of nightmares. And that was mostly because I was like worried about a lot of things as a child. But as soon as I realized that those things are not very important and just started to, you know, take it a little bit easier, I haven't had nightmares since maybe the age of 12. I haven't had dreams that much either. Very rarely, at least.
I've had enough.
Well, you know, it's better not having any than just having waking up terrors. Because that sounds like the worst experience imaginable.
Stay behind me.
Tear them to pieces. Back off.
Like frigid death.
getting away.
That sounds trippy as hell, Angel. And I assume it's one of those dreams where you just never reach the bottom, so you're constantly falling.
Watch and learn.
That sounds terrible. Or fun, depending on how you take it, I
Good.
guess.
There's no time.
If you never fall, I mean, there's nothing scary about it. But it would be kind of trippy.
Stay behind me.
Tear them to pieces. Zapstring. It's our curtain call. Be gone. My field of expertise.
I don't know, kind. Maybe I was whispering
mercy.
in your ears, you know, the plans for mass
Now you'll
destruction of
behave.
the universe. Or perhaps you are an evil mastermind in disguise. I don't know.
Stay behind me. Lotus pervade.
Tear them to pieces.
Hey, over here.
Or do you have one of those like really tall beds and you just roll out of you just remind me when I used to live with my parents, right? My bed in my old room used to be relatively tall because, you know, I'm a big guy, pretty tall, so I needed a lot of space. So they got me like a king-size bed, right? And every single morning, whenever I would wake up, I would always forget how tall it actually was. So every like other week or so, I would go out of my bed, I would try to roll out of it, but instead of landing on my feet, I would miss. And I would just land straight on my face, just roll out, barrel roll, you know, and face plant straight onto the ground. And you know, that made me more conscious of elevation. So I have trouble falling asleep as well, Liz. What I find helps me a lot is listening to rain sounds. So I have like a white noise app on my phone, and I always, whenever I go to bed, I pop on rain noises. But another thing that could help is like listening to ASMR or something. Like every now and again, I remember at one point I go into history ASMR. So there was like this gentleman, a Frenchman, who had a very peculiar accent, but he was talking about, you know, Greek mythology, Roman mythology, North mythology, and every single night, for about 2 months straight, I would just fall asleep while listening to him rambling about history, and it was great. Absolutely no worries, kind. Have sweet dreams, and hopefully nothing bad will appear in them. And if they do, just call me, just give me a good old ding-a-ling, and I'll be right there to, you know, extinguish any demons that dare to stand within your way. I'll bring Zhongli and Jiyan with me, you know? Just with them by my side, we'll slaughter everyone in sight. Yeah, I forgot what it's called. It's like French Whispers or something. I don't remember, but I used to listen to a lot of his history stuff, and it was kind of cool. Because, you know, I would fall asleep and I would kind of vaguely remember what he was talking about. So every now and again, I would re-listen to his audios and just kind of piece together the entire story before I fall asleep, and just continue the next night from that point I would be left off.
Tell truth.
It was kind of cool. A little bit thrilling adventure there of my own making, shall we say.
Bloom! Let me be your blade.
Ready for battle. Break.
Roll for me.
Wind Rider.
I mean, just something relaxing about like listening to people talk about interesting subjects, you know? Because I don't usually listen to a lot of ASMR, just in general.
You're wide open.
But stuff like that is kind of relaxing to me.
Bloom! Life is in everything.
Ready for battle.
I mean, that sounds like, you know, a trade-off that you made with. You get cool dreams, but you also get terrible nightmares. You gotta make a trade like me and not get either. That's the only way you remain safe.
Settled.
Bloom! Storm, hear my command! Leave it to me.
Ready for battle.
Bloom!
Tell truth from the sun.
Leave it to me.
I mean, it sounds like you might have some sort of condition, Angel, if all you get is nightmares.
Fear no more.
Bloom!
Finale.
Because, as I said, if you try maybe like white noise or ASMR, or just put something in the background that makes you relax, even if it's just music, there's a lot of like lo-fi music that probably will help you sleep way better. I think the main reason why you're getting a lot of nightmares, and obviously take it with a grain of salt, I'm no psychologist or anything. In fact, I'm far from it. But I'd say if you are like really stressed, usually your brain just makes up a lot of stories inside your mind and projects the said fears into dreams. So the best way to avoid them is obviously to distract yourself and not think about those things. I mean, that does sound pretty awesome, Liz, to be honest. I am kind of jealous. Not gonna lie. Okay, which scores can we improve a little bit further? I'll keep those. Let's try this one. Probably can do better. Yeah, as I said, a lot of stressful situations usually make your mind, you know, race.
Time to wrap it up.
Another thing I believe manifest nightmares way easier is if you eat a lot of sugar before you go to bed. So if you do, I would stay off bed for at least 2 hours after you had a like sugary meal or drink or anything.
Change your perception.
Because I think the adrenaline rush that you get from sugar just stimulates your brain,
Now
and unless you disperse the energy, you're just gonna generate
Lost in the
either
mist
dreams or
of
nightmares. Depends on how lucky you feel, I guess.
Back off.
Frozen blockade. Your time is over.
My field of expertise.
Engrave.
A change of perception. Tear them to pieces. Cleave it. My field of expertise. Zapstring. It's our curtain call.
Stay behind me.
Slowly but surely getting better at this.
Good time.
I think
My
I'll
field
try to
of
get to at least
expertise.
50k today.
Zapstring. The stage is yours.
Oh yeah, I always drink like a cup of warm tea before I go to bed. That's probably the best
behind me.
remedy
Shackles
I
be
know
gone.
of, which makes you way more relaxed.
Back off.
And also just, you know, makes your
You
brain
won't cast me down.
happy, shall I say.
Be right back. Let the bullets fly.
Stay behind me.
Tear them to pieces. My field of expertise. What my... I can't keep going. I've had enough. Get lost.
Stay behind me.
Back, back.
Oh, yoga is really good for you as well,
Stay behind
especially for like calming
Like
your
frigid
mind.
death.
My mom used to be a yoga instructor. She told me a bunch
Jiyan.
of like yoga exercises to calm my mind and just make me
How's
feel
that for a
way
match
more
trick?
relaxed. And doing yoga, especially first thing in the morning, I feel like it makes your sleep way better. Especially doing breathing exercises, if you don't want to do like full-blown yoga, before bed, just doing some breathing exercise, like take a deep breath, exhale everything from your mouth, then hold it like on the exhale for about 5 seconds, and then take the deepest breath you possibly can and just keep doing that for about 10-20 times, and you will feel way better. It's usually how like all the Buddhist monks and you know, people who do the kind of stuff relax themselves and make their minds calm. It's an actual proper exercise that was passed in like Shaolin and all that stuff. So I would recommend trying that, especially if you feel just stressed in general. It doesn't have to be before bed. It just helps a lot. Because your breathing is like, the more oxygen you get to your brain and the more like bad stuff you get out of your lungs and out of your system, you know, all the stuff that piles up in there, like, you know, bad air and all that, will make you feel better.
A change of perception.
Precipitance. Tack, you're it. Huh. Leave me alone.
Yeah, that's very important, because I'm one of those people that, you know, always has a hard time just dedicating time to myself as well, but as Liz said, it is quite important to at least have an hour to yourself every day, you know? Just do something you enjoy, relax, have fun, and honestly, that will distress you right out. Even if you had the most stressful day ever, that will help
Stay
you a lot.
behind me. Like frigid depths.
Let me be your blade.
Shape the shapeless.
Here we go again. This is
I mean,
so
I'm
much
sure if
fun.
you talk to him and explain
Leave
that, you know, you need your own personal space, Angel, I don't think he would be too against it.
Synchronization.
Because, I mean, you are human at the end of the day as well, you're not his nanny.
This is so much fun. No one picks on Ungar's friends. Here comes Uncle.
Stay behind me.
Leave me alone.
Lotus pervade.
Let me be your blade.
Ah, he's 7. I thought we were talking, he was,
Stay behind me.
yeah, that's fair enough. I was thinking that he was, you know, a little bit older than that.
This is
I
so
didn't
much
think he was,
fun.
still pretty young.
Serenade.
Yeah, that's absolutely fair in that case.
Da-da-da-da-da. Oopsie daisy. Into Wooly's belly you go. Leave me alone.
But I mean, you might as well try, you know? If you don't try, how do you succeed? But yeah, as Liz said, if you do find something you do together, for example, you can try watching anime with him, maybe reading together, or, you know, playing like a video game together. There could be a good bonding time, and usually it probably will tire him out quite a bit. It will allow you to have some time to yourself.
Victory will be. Finale! You're no match.
I see. I mean, there's nothing wrong with spending time with your little brother, but you know, I feel like if you set
Cycle of
healthy
corruption.
boundaries from the young age and just be frank with him, just being like, Oh, I have something to do for the next hour. I'll play with you after that, you know? I'm pretty sure he's not gonna start crying and, you know, wailing, saying, no, I want to do stuff with you.
Stay behind me.
'Cause, I mean, kids are pretty strange creatures, but I'm pretty sure even they understand stuff like that. To be fair, Liz is giving you the winning strat right there. I didn't even think about that.
Silence!
And you know, kids hate losing. So Q will try to fall asleep as fast as you can.
Like frigid death.
And just keep playing their game until he turns 18, and the next thing you know... Another good idea from Dark over there. Eternal seeking, as one shall
Stay
say.
behind me.
Not bad. Tell truth from facade.
Cycle of corruption.
Fury boils. Break. Tell truth from facade.
Frozen blockade.
As you wish. You worry. Fear no more. I can take it.
Stay behind me.
Let's do this another way. Tell truth from facade.
Yeah, that's true. Liz does have a point, because, you know, you gotta set healthy boundaries. Maybe not with your brother, but definitely with your parents. Because it sounds like they're treating you like a nanny, to be honest. And I don't think that's right, because, you know, you gotta have time to yourself. You can't just be spending all your time with your brother. As much as you probably love him, you know, you gotta have your own time. If Dark is here when Cool is here, you know, the national territory war is right around the corner. You can't have those two in the same room, otherwise bad things are gonna happen.
Tell truth from facade.
Precipitant.
Dark is sending all his mafia goons after him. They will not escape the almighty Italian heavenly net, shall I say, encirclement.
Tell truth from facade. What a clinger.
I mean, it might be worth investing in a noise-canceling headphones and Angel. That's probably your very own saving grace at that point.
Settled.
It sounds like you're living near construction site 24/7 almost.
Fury boils.
Deference.
Tell truth from facade. You worry. I can take it.
Storm. Hear that command.
Fury boils. Burn. Break. Tell truth from facade. Till my last breath. Burn to ashes.
Serenade. Nice synchronization.
That's fair enough, Angel. That's fair enough.
Wind Rider.
I mean, I do think you should probably at least try to talk to your parents, because I'm sure
Fury boils.
they will understand you. They're probably not going to be like, oh, you're too selfish, you know? I'm sure they'll at least hear you out.
Ready for battle. Settled. You're no match. Tell truth from facade. A momentary setback.
Mess that one up. Greg, I seen that in Discord, I swear to God. That's fair enough, you know, Thomas the Tank Engine is a train and Montefiore likes to run train on people. I totally understand where you're coming from, but relax. It's not that serious. But hi there, Greg. Glad to see you, and hopefully you're doing great. Okay, where can we get 400 points? Let's try on this one. I mean, yeah, if there's anyone that has experience with that kind of stuff, it's definitely Liz. I would listen to her advice unconditionally, honestly.
A change of perception. A change of perception.
Synchronization.
Leave?
That's fair enough, Angel. You know, right. Gacha addiction do be like that.
Don't worry.
You're in for it now.
Greg is out for blood,
Here
Liz.
comes Encore. Leave?
You see, the man comes in,
Frozen blockade.
gets his Thomas the Tank Engine facts out, and just goes straight for the kill. That's the way Greg rolls.
Woolly's attack. Wooly, this is so much fun.
Different. Let the winds roar.
Here we go again.
I mean, living alone does kind of
Leave.
slap, Angel.
Me? Alone.
The only thing that you kind of have to do by yourself, which not ideal, is, you know,
Synchronization.
cleaning, cooking, washing, all that stuff. But other than that, it's great.
No one picks on Encore's friends. This is
Until,
so
you know,
much
the
fun.
AI overlords take over and they start doing everything for us.
Stay behind
That's the
me.
only downside to living alone. But other than that, absolute bliss.
You're it. Woolly's attack. Leave? Me? Alone.
Storm, hear my command. Stay behind me.
That didn't hurt at all. Into Woolly's belly you go. Ha!
Oh, come on. That was kind of hard.
Can you hear it?
Pasta mentioned, Duck's approval got. You know, the day is great. It's very easy to please Duck, you know, you mentioned Pasta, he's in. I would say mature, Liz, you know? That's the way I would describe you. Maturely wise. I don't know, Greg. It's between 0 and 20. Is all I can tell you.
Stay behind me. Shackles be gone.
Oh, bring it on! That's up. Time for some hot action.
Stay behind like frigid depths.
Watch and learn. It's morphin' time.
Time to wrap it up. My field of expertise.
I mean, lasagna is probably the ultimate, like, living alone
Stay
food,
behind
because
me.
you can make that bad boy relatively easy. It doesn't actually
bring it
take that much
on.
time on effort,
Flame
and it
on.
will last you at least, like, 3 to 4 days.
tear them to
That stuff
pieces.
is like probably one of the best things you can cook for yourself that actually tastes good and keeps for a very long time.
Stay behind me.
Whoa, bring it on! Time for some hot action!
Stay behind me. Lotus pervade.
I've had enough. Get lost.
Don't blink!
Don't say Wallace. Or what I say.
Back up.
Stay behind frozen blockade.
Whoa, bring it on! Flame on!
Tear them to pieces. Zapstring. It's our curtain call.
Stay behind me.
Whoa, bring it on!
I've had enough. Get lost.
Okay, nice. Doing some
My
good damage.
field of expertise. Why do you look sure?
I mean, Angel, if you want to have like easy weeknight meals,
Back
what you
tenfold.
should opt for
Good.
is
There's no
mashed
time to
potatoes.
waste.
Like you make a batch of mashed potatoes.
Gone.
Stay
You can
behind,
do
not
that
worth
with
mentioning.
like meat. You can just grow some veggies. Stir fries, very easy to keep and make as well. All you need is just do a little bit of
My
mise en
oversight.
place.
Tear
Just
them to
slice a
pieces.
bunch of veggies, get some meat, fry that bad boy in a pan or wok if you have one, and you have yourself a meal
have
in like
failed you.
10 minutes. It's great.
Think you can catch up? Heads up! Coming in hot!
What do you mean being inefficient? I am a man of efficiency. Do you see the score, Greg? What can you say? Unbelievable. I have my own tactics. Do you understand the caveman mode is the ultimate tactic? How many times do I need to tell you this? Your fancy schmancy different maneuvers, who needs them? All I need is 2 hands, 2 pairs of eyes, and dedication. That's all I need. And just like that, we go to sell 50,000 record. Look at that. I'm probably not gonna go for 70 or 90 for now. I don't think there's a point. You don't like mashed potatoes, Angel? I mean, I'm not talking about basic mashed potatoes. I'm talking about the premium stuff. Greg, get out of with this hard try talk over here. Stop sweating so much. I can smell your sweat all the way here. From Hungary. Unbelievable. I can smell you like 1,000 miles away. Unbelievable. This man. The gall. I only master one character, this is Jiyan. I don't need to master anyone else. I know how to play Jiyan to a T. Everyone else... look, Greg. You're the sweatiest man I know. Let's be real here. Your perspiration game needs improvement. You gotta put some, you know, deodorant, some nice cologne in that bad boy. Take at least 3 showers a day. Because... the BO smell is getting a little bit off head. I was about to tell you, but you know, you gotta get this stuff under check. I don't know what holograms are. I don't know what that is. So the answer is no. Okay, so we did this alloy smell stuff. We got our rewards. I think we'll probably, we could probably do Depths of Illusion, because I still haven't completed all of them. I don't know what hologram is, Greg. Relax. What are you talking about? Ooh, let me get this. Some asteroid. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. What is this? Okay, I'll take that. Echoes? Yes, please. Yes, please. Interesting. I used to, Angel, but not right now. I mean, I can tell you what computer I have. It's like Ace, I think it's called Hunter or something. Or like Predator. I don't know why it's called that, but this I got a pre-build. I didn't build myself because I was too lazy. But it's pretty good. I mean, I had it for the past, well, almost 2 years. 1.5 at this point. Has been running really well. I don't have any lag or anything. And it only run me, I think, 1.2k or something. Because I didn't want to spend too much. And yeah, it's been great. But I think I have like 1 terabyte SSD. 4 graphics card in there. The regular motherboard. I mean, there's nothing special. CPU, I think, is i7. Yeah, definitely, Greg, definitely. Greg, I wasn't born yesterday, okay? I've been on internet longer than you. I was perusing the depth of internet before you were born, okay? Unbelievable. This man trying to pull a good old Elder 4 trick on me. Liz, can you believe this young whippersnapper? Trying to play me like a flute? Unbelievable. Have a good night, Angel. Was a pleasure seeing you as always, and have a good night. I'll catch you later. So what's the holograms you were talking about, Greg? Top left, okay. Where are they? Are they here somewhere? Like, what are you talking about, Greg? I'm trying to find... Ah, is it this? Is this what you're talking about? I mean, I'll fight them if you want. I don't know why you want me to fight one. But I guess I'll do it. I don't know what that is, but I'll fight it for you, I guess. I'll probably destroy them. Do you know how strong my Jiyan is? Do you know how powerful this man right here is? Like, look at this. Look at this. Do you see this weapon right here? Do you see these talents? Like, I'll smash them to bits. They'll die in 2 hits. Greg, you're underestimating me. You fell right into my trap. You thought I'll struggle, but I tell you what. I'll destroy them by merely staring at them. They will not know what's coming after them. I'm gonna play you like a flute this time, Greg. And you're not gonna like it. Who needs echoes? Greg, echoes are useless. Echoes, who needs them? I never relied on artifact in Genshin, and I'll never rely on echoes in this game. I can challenge difficulty 2. I don't know what to tell you. I need to go difficulty 1. I'll kill them all. This man right here, ain't no sweat. Look at this. Look at this damage. This man doesn't know what's gonna hit him. I'll slaughter his entire lineage.
Wide open. Break. Wind Rider.
Like, he thinks he's all there and a slice of bread. Not so fast. Jiyan doesn't take kindly to challenges. Anybody that challenges Jiyan ends up in the ground.
Settle. Tell truth from the side.
You see, Greg, well, you forgot to understand that I am a pro gamer. I wasn't born with these godly powers. They were imbued with me from birth. By none other than myself. I chose the gamer's path. It didn't choose me. And I'm proving it to you here right now. You see these moves?
Ready for
Not many people can do this. When it comes to Jiyan, I know everything there is to know about it. There's nobody else playing better this man than I do.
Fury boils.
I'll kill them all, Greg. I'll slaughter every single difficulty I'll find in here.
Bloom.
And I'll prove to you that I am indeed the god gamer that I always said I was.
Finale. I can take it.
See, Greg, what you fail to realize is that not every gamer is born different. Some of us are just built different. And just like that, easy. Easy clap. Not even a broken sweat. That's how easy it was. You see, Greg, what'd I tell you? Okay, let's challenge this guy. I'll beat them all, Greg. As I said, nobody gonna stand in my way.
Imitation. Going
Exactly,
faster
Greg.
than
You challenging the man that doesn't know tactics but knows style.
Wind Rider.
You probably beat all these guys with fancy schmancy tactics. What I beat them with
Leave it to me.
is pure precision and dedication. They're not gonna know what's coming.
Use some fertilizer.
Leave me alone.
We were like lag. Hold up.
Ready for battle. Not bad, huh?
Hold up. Why is it lagging?
I'm just low
Got-
on fluids. Listen up. Imitation.
Tell truth, I can take it.
Okay. I can recover? Okay, you know what? That doesn't count. That was lag. And that's not me just saying it, that was actually lag. I don't take responsibility. It wasn't my PC, it was the game. What do you want me to do, Doc? It's not my fault that the game lags. I play Genshin on max settings. Don't you dare tell me that my PC lags. It never does. Not my fault that the game can withstand my prowess. Oh, okay, it heals them all. Didn't know that. Okay, that's fair enough. I'll do that again.
Right. Tell truth from facade.
I can use some fertilizer.
Inferno.
Imitation.
Okay, let me show you guys the true prowess.
Not bad, huh? Burn to ashes.
Bloom.
Tell truth from facade.
Noticing.
Fury boils. Burn. I can take it.
Oh, you son of a gun. How dare
Fury
you
boils.
catch me midair. I swear to God, I'll slaughter your entire lineage.
Tell truth from facade.
You know what? I don't need more Teppy. All I need is Jiyan.
Fear no more. Tell truth from facade.
Leave it to me. Huh. Life is in everything.
Don't you worry. Break.
My dreams. I haven't.
Okay, you son of a bitch. I only need Jiyan. I don't need anyone else. Everybody else is just a nuisance. All I need is this man. I'll show you the hell mode clear. Unlike any.
Till my last
You
breath. Tell truth from facade. Time for a short break.
You know what? Maybe this is kind of hard. Okay, let's go for round 3. I mean, it's easy. It's the easiest challenge I've ever seen in my life, in fact. This man is too easy. That's why I'm giving him a little bit of you know, test runs. I'm trying to make him feel like he can actually do this.
Bad, huh? You're no match. Tell truth from facade.
Well, you see, Greg, have you beaten them without a single echo? Because if you can do that, then you can talk to me. Because I'm clearing without a single echo right now. You went for all the gold echoes run, and now you're trying to talk big game. If I go all gold echoes, these guys would die in seconds.
Bring it on.
I'm doing it on actual chat difficulty. You did it on easy mode, so don't you dare come with me with that. Unbelievable, the goal on this man. He spent entire 2 weeks not doing nothing but playing this game, day in, day out, grinding echoes, and now he coming here to the man that only did so for like 2 days. Yeah, but I didn't say that I'm gonna beat them. I'm just gonna say they're kind of easy, and I proved myself by beating on difficulty 1. That's all I have to say.
Tell truth from facade.
Listen up. I can use some fertilizer.
Break. Not bad, huh? You're wide open. Tell truth from facade.
I'm just low on fluids.
I mean, from this point, I will not use echoes and just
Fury
beat them
boils.
in pure raw strength.
As you wish.
Give me time to level up my talents to the max, and I'll kill them all without a single echo.
Leave me alone.
Leave it to me.
I will kill them all without a single echo, Greg. I swear to God. I will not stop. Okay, you can take this. I will beat them all on maximum difficulty without a single echo. Give me time to max out all my talents on all my weapons, and I'll kill them all without a single echo. Well, maybe 1 echo, because I need the skill, but only 1 echo. I will not use any sets, and I'll kill them all. You can take that as a challenge. And when I do, you'll have to admit that I'm indeed the pro gamer that I always said I was. And you were wrong. What do you mean it's not possible? You doubting my game of prowess? Unbelievable, this man. Okay, let's try the different guy. I'm not interested in this man. I already proven that I'm better than him. By beating him once. That's all I need for my ego. Too much of a good thing is a bad thing. Greg, I'll find a way. When there's a will, there's a way. Also, I probably need to change Jiyan's echoes, because, I mean, I'm still writing Heron on him. I literally don't have a single good echo. Like, right now, jokes aside, look at the echoes I'm writing on these guys. The best echo I have is this. Look, math was invented by man. And as a man, I'll break it. When there's a will, there's a way, Greg. And with me at helm, anything is possible. I will make math submit to me. Okay, let's try this one. No, I'll never do that. Why would I tune echoes, Greg? Give me a reason. Like, give me a good reason for it. Wait, is it upstairs? Oh. Okay, fine. I guess, I need to go from here. I don't really want to waste them on bad echoes, though. Look, Greg. What do you want from me? I don't know the map.
Tell truth from facade. As you wish.
Luminous energy.
You're wide open.
It was actually kind of fun, like all jokes aside, I didn't know those were challenges that were actually hard
Tell
fights.
truth from facade.
That's kind of interesting.
7.
Greg, I'm the kind of man that doesn't like to take my chances. I only go for the best or for nothing.
Tell truth from facade.
If I can't get the best, then what's the point? Plus, I don't have any good ones with main stats. So that's the main reason. Nah, Greg, it's all about the main stat. If the main stat is crap, it doesn't matter how good the sub stats are. You telling me you would run defense piece? Greg, would you tell me, would you run defense piece? Even if you had god-like crit rate, would you run it? Explain it to me. Would you run it?
Bide the time.
If you say yes, I'll consider it. But you and I both know that the answer to that question is a no. Wait, I went the wrong path. You see what you did, Greg? You see what you did? You made me go the wrong path. Yeah, but answer my question, Greg. Would you tune a defense piece or not? I need to know. You didn't answer my question, Greg. That's not what I asked. I didn't ask about attack piece. I told you. I asked you a question. I would like an answer, please. Would you tune a defense piece if it had a godly substats? Because you saying the substats are more important than main stats. Explain. Would you do that? If the answer is yes, then I'll consider it.
Tell truth from facade.
I understand, but answer my question. Would you tune defense piece? I need to know.
Wind Rider.
Would you join the dark side in order to achieve the main goal?
Time for a short break.
Greg, you're just avoiding my question at this point. Like, what? You don't want to answer. Just say you would. You know you would. You know you would. Because I would. And you would do the same. Defense piece, you and I both know. The defense pieces are the way to go. Because if you are tanky enough for your enemies not to kill you, that's all you need. Who needs attack when you can just never die? Yeah, but I'm just saying, Greg, would you do it?
I'm on my head.
Would you do it?
Ready for battle.
Like, let's say you guarantee to get the best substat possible on defense piece. Would you tune it? And would you use it?
Tell truth.
I need to know.
Silence.
I can use some fertilizer.
I can take it. A momentary.
Yeah, but would you do it, Greg? You're not answering my question. Come on. Greg, all I ask is a simple question. Would you tune defense piece if it was guaranteed to give you good substats? And would you use it? You see, that's all I need to know, Greg. I don't know why you went on this whole tirade. You could have just answered my question. That would be it. Thank you. You see? I ask a question, you answer it, and we carry on. That's all it would have taken. That's all it would have taken.
7. Tell truth from facade. As you wish.
Roll for me. Luminous energy.
Fury boils. You're wide
Greg, you and I both know when there's a defense stat in a game, it will always come. It's inevitable. It's a curse that transcends universe, characters,
Tell truth from facade.
and reality itself.
Burn to ashes. Ready for battle.
Unbelievable.
Fury
This man.
boils.
He sold his soul to no grass touching society, and now he thinks he's the man. Unbelievable. He thinks he can teach the almighty sage that I am about how to master the almighty gacha system. Unbelievable. I was playing gacha games before you even knew they existed, Greg. Unbelievable.
Just low
This man.
fluids. Listen up.
Just because you can't understand my deep-sided strategies
Bring it on.
doesn't mean they don't work. So let me tell you something. When it comes to artifacts, the best strategy is to not use them at all. Because if you don't roll them, you can't lose. And if you don't lose, you don't have disappointment. And if you don't have disappointment, you don't have depression. And if you don't have depression, you don't need to quit the game. And just like that, you avoided the burnout. You're welcome. I know that, Greg, but I'm just saying. I know that, Greg, but if you don't try, you can lose. You understand that? You always stay in the winning. That's just how it works. I didn't make the rules. I merely followed them. That is true as well. You know, Liz has a point. It's very difficult to press buttons. It's an art that I still haven't mastered quite yet. You know, one of these days I'll get there. Yeah, but Greg, is it better to try and lose or not to try and not win? What do you think? I want to know your opinion. Let's get philosophical on this. Interesting. So you're telling me I will stagnate like stagnant water running downstream without ever progressing? But would the bitter taste of defeat be worth it? So you saying you would go through hellfire in the promise of success? I like your style, Greg. That's why I keep you around. That's a correct mindset. That was a test. I would never stagnate. I would always pursue the chance. When I was playing Simulated Universe, I would always roll the chance. I would never give up. And that's exactly what you all should do. It was merely a test for you, to see if your dedication was strong enough. That wouldn't bring me to my knees, but definitely would bring me to the table. If anything less. There's nothing in this world can bring me to my knees except losing 50-50. That's the only thing in this world that is powerful enough to make even a man as strong as me submit. You see, Greg, I have a better strategy. Because you see, I don't like attack pieces. And let me explain. I want every single arrow piece. And the reason for that, because if I blow hard enough on my enemies, they will be blown away. If I punch them hard enough, they will just be thrown away. And I like blowing more than I like punching. You can take that for all you will. You see my strategy. Blow equals good, punch equals pretty good, but not as good. That's my strategy. Greg, how can I explain it to you? Fine, I'll do it once. Just so you don't have aneurysm. How do I do it? I don't know. There you go. I tuned it once. And I go HP. You see, Greg, what you did? You see what you did? I shouldn't have tuned. I shouldn't have listened to you. Unbelievable. This man. If I got crit rate, I would have been okay, Greg. You go a point, but I go HP. And what am I gonna do with HP? Unbelievable, Greg. You see what you did to me? You see what you did? All this big talk, and now who has an egg on his face? Because it's definitely not me. It's definitely not me. You see, Greg? And if you listened to me and just waited, we would have got all the crit rates. Greg, if I don't get a single crit from that, what will you do? I wanna put some stakes. If I don't get the crit rate, what will happen? Give me a reason. And I'll put a bargain as well. Let's make it interesting. Because I trust you, but do you trust me?
Fury boils. Break.
Leave it to me.
As you wish. What a clinger.
Fine, Greg. I'll tune it again. Fine.
Wind Rider.
Greg, I'm wasting these resources, so you will see that you are wrong. Because I will not get a single crit rate. I will get, and I'll quote, I get defense percentage, and then I get flat defense, and then flat HP on this piece. I can see it right now. And if that happens, you know what's gonna follow next, Greg. I will never let you live this down. Why am I in battle? God damn. Who's fighting me? Who's fighting? Is it you?
Tell truth from facade.
Get out of my sight.
Fury boils.
Imitation. Life is in everything.
Okay, go rail this guy. I'm not in fight anymore, I don't think. Alright, Greg, I'll do this for you, fine. What did I tell you, Greg? What did I tell you? Exactly what... now, Greg, I want you to recap exactly what I said. And I want you to give me your personal opinion on this situation that we have right before us. Now, what did I say? I said we're gonna get flat HP, defense percentage, and flat defense. Now, if I roll this again and I'll get flat defense, what will you do? What will you do? Ah, I upgraded the wrong piece. Right, right. I see how it is. I see. I see. Ah, now you're going too bad. How convenient. How convenient. Well, good luck, big man, because I'll be coming for you. You might see a very peculiar shadow stalking you tomorrow morning. No worries, Greg. It was good seeing you as always, and have a good night. I'll catch you tomorrow. And I will be coming after you, so be ready. Anyway, enough of that. I mean, I was making a joke, but that made it pretty fun. I didn't expect I actually will get Flint's HP. Unbelievable. This man, the goal on this man. Greg, when I become the no grass statue just like you, maybe I'll beat them all. Alright, see ya. Unbelievable. This man. The goal. The absolute chutzpah on this individual right here. Comes in, plops his big ego on a table, and he's like, Lux, why don't you tune echoes? I guarantee there's a crit rate. And what do we get? HP and flat HP. The only things that I'm lacking right now is HP and will to live. I might need some more on that. Anyway, I guess we can probably do some daily stuff when that menace is already gone. Okay, I guess let's go cook up something to soothe our pain. We'll stuff ourselves with some tasty dishes, shall we say. Okay, I got a little bit too excited that my cat got lightheaded. I think that was the first time in ages I actually raised my voice. I usually tend to be relatively chilled, but I felt like the moment called for it, you know? Being a little bit dramatic. Acting of it all. Let's cook up this. Okay, let's collect that. I'm pretty sure Doug doesn't even know this another food exists except Italian. He probably goes to international restaurant. He's like, could I get your finest spaghetti and meatballs? And the waiter politely leans over and he's like, Monsieur, we do not serve spaghetti and meatballs. Doug looks him straight in the eyes, puts his napkin down on his lap, cracks his head a few times, and, you know, just goes full John Wick mode on them poor French souls. The next thing you know, he shows up on the news was a headline. An angry Italian man goes on a rampage in a French 5-star restaurant with a pair of chopsticks and a napkin. Many casualties, none dead, but everyone's confused. Is a headline the Doc is going to be rocking with? I mean, that is true, that is true. I mean, as long as you don't call Doc late to dinner, I'm pretty sure he doesn't mind whatever he's called. Because that's the only type of calling he does not take kindly to. The man needs to get his marinara intake at least 3 times a day, otherwise, you know, he goes on a rampage, just like King Kong. Meatballs, Doc. Your finest cuisine. Well, you're gonna tell me now the spaghetti and meatballs are an authentic Italian food? Is that what you're gonna tell me? You're gonna tell me you don't have meatballs? And you only eat spaghetti with nothing but marinara? Is that what you're gonna tell me? I think we're probably gonna go and upgrade. Should I go talent hunting? Doc, come on, don't start with me. You literally invented spaghetti and meatballs. Unbelievable. This man, you give him an inch, he takes a mile. Next thing he's gonna tell you, you know, marinara is not actually Italian at all. It was a conspiracy invented by the American Italians to tarnish the good name of Italian cuisine. In fact, what they call it is just a white wine reduction with nothing but garlic inside of it. It's not even red, in fact, it's blue. It's just, you know, all CGI. Isn't that right, Doc? Did I get it right? just like the moon landing, you know, Nixon faked even spaghetti and meatballs, you know, that was on his next agenda. Next in line, he was like, all right, the moon, done. Now, Italians. Okay, what can we do? Spaghetti and meatballs, let's do that. And marinara sauce like after. I think they're gonna love it. Right there on his next agenda. The next thing you know, Italians everywhere crying. Have never been more distressed in their lives. Isn't that right, Doc? Am I getting the history correct? Well, let me know if I'm missing anything. I'm pretty sure Doc is issuing a kill order on me as we speak. Probably on a phone line with the mafia boss himself. Just being like, this Brit, we gotta get rid of him. He slanders us way too much. He knows too much. We can't let him go out there, spreading the knowledge.
Tell truth from facade. As you wish.
Roll for me.
Ready for battle. Settled. Feel my wrath. Let's do this another way. Safe distance advised. You're wide open. Tell truth from facade. Unstoppable.
Let's get this going. I think Doc actually fell asleep. He went into a coma as soon as he heard me talking about spaghetti. Oof. I mean, you know, just go with something simple. I don't want anything too complex. Just put like a nice line. He died like he lived. In style. Just put it right above my tombstone, and I think there should be enough of a summary.
Break. Tell truth from facade. Fury boils. Burn. You're no match.
I can use some fertilizer.
Tell truth from facade. Don't you worry. Inferno!
Roll for me. Luminous energy.
Ready for battle. Finale.
I mean, by the sounds of it, yes, because he left very abruptly. The man probably got coronary after hearing what I just said.
Tell truth from facade.
The next thing I know, I'll wake up tomorrow and there's like a very suspicious caravan of black unmarked cars just waiting for me outside. And Doc walks out of unmarked SUV and he's like, "Ah, Lux, it's you. Let's go have a chat. We need to establish a few things." And the next thing you know, I'm right there on a pier, stuck in a cement block, you know, just having a nice conversation about Italian cuisine.
Victory will be ours. Tell truth from facade. Fear no more.
Well, you know, just donate all my possessions to the Gacha association, where, you know, the recovering Gacha addicts need, you know, housing and shirts, and, you know, after selling their souls and all monetary possession to the almighty Gacha demons, you know, they probably need some funds to recover from that, so just donate it all to them. And give Greg maybe like, I don't know, like one of my gacha accounts, so he actually learns what a godlike gamer is supposed to play like. I feel like that would be very useful for him, because the man clearly doesn't understand. The man read the wiki on how to become sweat, and he just embodied it. So I feel like he needs to learn what a true gaming connoisseur should look like. But other than that, you do you, Liz. I'll trust you with all of it. Absolutely, I don't think my clothes will fit anyone. Unless you find a Bigfoot just strolling around there, you know, in Gacha Recovery Center, after he lost all his monetary possessions on 2D waifus. You know, the man has been hitting it rough. That's why nobody ever seen him since 1997.
Victory will be
It has been rough on him. The man has been recovering for the past 2 decades. And, you know, you gotta give him some support.
Wind Rider. I continue till my last breath.
Bloom! Bask in the sunlight.
Let's do this and feel my wrath. You're wide open. Finale.
Not many people know that, but Sasquatch was the original gamer. He was a gamer before gaming was even existing. And he was the first victim, God bless his soul.
I could take it.
He was there on the front lines when nobody else was.
Tell truth from facade. Inferno! Wind Rider. Break.
I'm listening, Liz, go on. I'm pretty sure whenever you say, I have a better idea, I'm about to be either exceptionally disappointed or exceptionally proud of you. And you never know which one it will be. It's kind of like a 50-50 of life.
Tell truth from facade.
But do surprise me.
You're no match.
And enlighten me of that.
Burn!
Photosynthesis. Life is in everything.
Ready for battle. Fury boils. Silence!
Leave it to me.
Settled. Tell truth from facade. Break!
I'm just saying, you know, Liz, sometimes you give out subpar knowledge out there, and sometimes you give more enlightened stuff than I could ever think of. It just, as I said, it's 50-50 of life. You can have the good without the bad, is all I'm saying.
Settled.
If you only have the good, how can you appreciate the badness of the bad? And if you only have the bad, how can you appreciate the good truly? You know? The dog finished calling his mafia assault on me. And he's back now to establish his Italian dominance yet again. On this British soil. Behind there, Doc. I'm glad to see you. Did you catch my entire Italian tirade? Or were you gone during that time? Because if you were, I was only saying good things. Okay, Liz, he didn't see. Call off the funeral. We are in the clear for now. I'll live another day. So joke's on you. No tiki houses yet. But keep the idea on the back of your mind. We might need it for future. You never know. Okay, let's collect all of this. Did I finish all the daily stuff? Yes, I did. Okay, good. I think let's go and try to do Illusionary Realm yet again. I think yesterday I almost succeeded in clearing it, so today after leveling up all my talents, I think we have a way better chance at it. So that hopefully should be quite fun. Because I did enjoy it yesterday, and it was kind of probably the funnest experience I had in Wuthering Waves so far. So that's gonna be fun. Hopefully. Unless I lose, in which case it probably wouldn't be. But well, there's actually quite a lot of characters that are unavailable. You can play Verena, Mortefi. I feel like Mortefi will be probably the funnest one to play, honestly. When they make him just go absolute shotgun mode or, you know, minigun, that'll be a siege of fun, shall we say. But for now, we're gonna stick with Jiyan, the tried and true. But before then, let me just grab some water.
Victory will be ours.
I've been blabbering for the past 3 hours straight without some. Alright. Now I'm back. More hydrated than ever. Absolutely no worries, Doc. Was a pleasure seeing you as always. And have a good night. I'll catch you later. I never thought about it that way, Doc, but you know what? You do have a point. It's a very roughly shaped bed. It is probably terrible for your spine, but you know what? It does look like one. That's probably why they named it that. Because, you know, the naming sense that we have as humans is very obscure. Sometimes we name things after literally what they are, but sometimes we come up with very elaborate schemes for said names.
Bide the time.
Like whoever came up with onomatopoeia must have had a very rough day that day. Because he was like, what is the strangest word we can possibly come up with?
Tell truth from facade.
And you know, onomatopoeia was born. It makes zero grammatical sense or any logical sense, but it is a word. At least with words like photosynthesis, it kind of makes sense because, you know, it's photo as in light, and then synthesis as in merging. You know, it makes sense. With words like that, there's no even resemblance of truth inside. I mean, different languages probably have it even rougher. If we couldn't even figure out English, and English has been around since the dawn of time, you know, if we can't even figure out that, what chances do we have with any other languages? It's like, you know, we are already doomed as a human species.
Bask in the sunlight.
Wind Rider.
Okay, we're doing so far so good. Let's go with that. I guess I'll go with this one. Ooh, that's kind of fun. I always wanted to be the Gilgamesh from Fake Ground Order. You know, just throwing my weapons at enemies and then watching them blow up. Now my dream can finally come true. Why can't every fight be like this? You know, just give me the biggest spear you can imagine and let me throw it at people. Is this what like John Lee felt during Arkham War? You know, just standing on a cliff and throwing the weapons around, you know, his mighty spears? Because if that is the case, I feel left out. I could have been right there with him. And just like that, the Arkham War is won. Let's go with this. And let's go with this.
Retreat to advance. 7.
I mean, the same brain cell, Liz. What can I say? What can I say?
Bask in the sunlight.
We think similarly. Or shall I say the same?
Wind Rider. Break.
Life is in everything.
You will. Wind Rider.
Luminous energy.
I can take it.
So let's go crownless against crownless. Let's find who is truly not crowned.
Settled. I can take it until my last breath.
Ooh, I didn't like that.
Time for a short break.
Wow, that didn't go as planned. Okay, let's try again. That was a little bit of a left field situation. Oh, there was a game froze for a second. Okay, I need 60 for that. That's fine. Let's try again. Know what I want? I want the crownless. I like to embody my echoes rather than fighting alongside them. Because why fight with Pokemons when you can become one? That's what Ash Ketchum missed all along. That's why he couldn't become the best around. And everything kept him down. It's unfortunate, but that's the truth of life. If he became Pikachu, the man would have been unstoppable. I know where's Liz. That's fine. I was just momentarily losing my mind as per usual, so you didn't miss too much. Or you probably missed too much, but in a good way. Which essentially means you didn't miss anything. What's noting that is. Okay, let's go again. What? Come on, give me crownless for goodness sake. Well, I mean, you did miss my very elaborate analogy towards Pokemons. So I guess that's the only thing that you missed. And now it will remain a mystery for you forever. Now when you go to bed tonight, you're gonna be thinking, I really wonder what Lux said about them Pokemons. It could have been the funniest thing I ever heard in my life, or the stupidest thing I ever heard in my life. And the not knowing fact will keep me awake at night for the rest of my life. 10, 20, 30 years into the future, I will be laying there, pondering, laying on my almighty golden throne, when I finally conquer all the universes, and I'm gonna be thinking, what did luck say that day? What did I miss? Could the life been different if I actually heard the truth? And the answer to that question shall never reveal itself. And you know, that's just how life be. You can't have it all, Liz. You can't have it all.
Finale! Tell truth from facade.
Bask in the sunlight.
Wind Rider. Settled.
It's alright, Liz. We all have our downfalls every now and again. It's all about what we can learn and grow from them. For example, in your case, you should, you know, call your local internet provider and basically make a very polite, yet very assertive threat to them that if your Wi-Fi ever goes out of order, again, you will politely find him and strangle him with his own tie. And you know, that will prove itself probably very useful. I don't know, a little bit of assertion in such situation goes a long way. I would know. I made the same gesture to Mai, and look at it, look at this. Perfect connection, all time, every day, all day, in and out. Sometimes I do have to remind him, occasionally,
Break!
of what it was all about, but you know,
Tell truth from
he
facade.
remembers relatively quickly.
Wind Rider.
I'd say by the time his eyes roll into the back of his skull, he kind of remembers at that point. And that's what it's all about. Persuasion, dedication, and the willingness to never give up.
Settled.
That's how you achieve great things in life.
Luminous energy.
Wind Rider.
Life is in everything.
Good luck with that endeavor, Liz. I'm sure you'll do great. If Mexico wasn't already alerted about your presence as a international level menace, they will definitely be after that. I mean, you know, hitting two office workers of intercommunication with one tie is all it takes sometimes, you know? Why settle for one things when you can go for both?
Break! Wind Rider.
Okay. Ooh, that's nice. Let's go with that one.
Finale. Wind Rider.
Luminous energy.
Okay, Crownless kind of pops off now. I like to see. go with that. I do like some AoE stuff. Let's settle for Montefi. Okay, I'll buy this. Let's go with that. That's probably pretty useful. And let's get this. Okay, everything else we don't need. It's going pretty good so far. Our illusionary realm. Why did Greg not finishing himself? I thought the man was playing this game religiously. Oh, you mean when he was away? Because I did some stuff for him, but he never asked me to do any events, so I just kind of did dailies for him, and that was it.
Wind Rider. Break.
Life is in everything.
There we go, that one's gone. Let's go with this. Oh, you mean in Genshin? Ah, fair enough. I thought you meant in Wuthering Waves. Because I was about to say that the man is already popping off. He's already like level 43 or whatever he is. Hi there, cool. Glad to see you again. I thought you went to bed, but glad to see you back.
Finale.
Luminous energy.
Wind Rider.
Nice, cool. What do you get?
Break.
Show your spoils. Nice, nice. How many pulls did you do? I like Montefi. I think he's the best 4-stack character in this game. Montefi is an absolute chad.
Wind Rider.
I use my Montefi since day one, and I've never been happier. Fair enough, cool, fair enough. I mean, it does seem like a pretty strong account, you know, you go Kalchuro and Verena, which is pretty much already a good combo. Just put Montefi in the mix, and you're good to go. And for the little girl, the Encore lady, she's gonna be a second DPS, and just for the third team, you can either use the Rover or the Dungeon. One of the two, and your 3 teams are already ready, pretty much. At least DPS-wise. Oh, I definitely love Mr. Montefi. The man is mad fun. you shouldn't really call because there's no 50-50 on them. You get it guaranteed. It's probably the best part of this game, is that you don't actually need to stress about them. Just go with 3-star weapons. Cool. That's what I'm doing on my second account. I don't have a single 4-star weapon that's good, and I just rock them 3 stars. That's the way to go.
Wind Rider.
Bask in the sunlight.
Nice. I need 2 more Electro and then we're back in business. Nice. Crownless just slaughters everyone in sight. This guy is my least favorite, but you know what? We gotta do what we gotta do.
You worry. Finale.
Luminous energy.
Wind Rider.
I know, it's absolutely fine, Liz. Don't you worry. I'm focusing on boss anyway, so it's absolutely fine.
Break. Life is in everything.
Okay, overgrown first son of a gun.
Wind Rider.
Got to half HP, a little bit more to go.
Wind Rider.
Let's go crownless. Teach this bird who is the true king of the sky. Oh, you son of a... I hate that this dodges all my moves. If I could pluck his feathers out one by one, I would.
Fear no more. Finale. Wind Rider.
I'll make a Thanksgiving roast dinner out of you. I swear to whoever, whichever deity you believe in. It's not hard, it's just annoying. Because he dodges all your attacks. The mechanics itself are relatively easy.
7. Wind Rider. Wind Rider.
Luminous energy.
Break.
There we go. Luckily, crownless carries. Okay, let's go with that. And we go all our buffs. That's great. look better, but that's what it is.
Wind Rider.
Bask in the sunlight.
Wind Rider.
I'm sure you get that, Liz. As I said, these fights are not necessarily hard. It's more like just as long as you get the right blessings, you'll do enough damage. That's all you need.
Luminous energy.
So it's mostly luck, if anything.
Break.
'Cause if you don't get the right blessings, you're kind of screwed. Unfortunately. Let's go with a little bit HP restored. Okay, let's go with energy regen. We'll like that.
Finale. Wind Rider.
Life is in everything.
Let's go some crownless.
Wind Rider.
Nice. Good damage going.
Wind Rider. 7.
There we go. I guess 2 more stages to go. Hopefully this clear will be easier than the last one. I guess let's go with that one. Sounds pretty good. One other kitty cat. You would love to see that. Wait. Oh. There we go. It's better.
Finale. Wind Rider. You worry.
Bask in the sunlight.
Break.
Nice. The more I play with Crownless, the more I like him, to be honest. I think he's my favorite echo so far. The other two are just kind of pale in comparison, honestly. Let's cast that.
Wind Rider. You worry. 7.
Luminous energy.
Wind Rider. Finale.
Okay, nice. I think that was the last fighting stage before the boss, so let's see what we can get. Let's just buy both of these. I think this will be quite nice. Go with this. And let's go with this. I think that should be good for now. Okay, who do we have here? Oh, is this guy again? And I hate him, to be honest.
Rider.
The music does go hard, but
Wind Rider. Wind Rider. Till my last breath.
Life is in everything.
Till my last breath.
Jesus Christ. That guy's hard. Like, I swear to God, how the hell are you supposed to beat him? I might need to go the turtle path and just get a bunch of shields. Cause I swear to God, that's hard as hell. That might be my only option. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna try that again. At least not for now. We did max out all the bonuses though. Yeah, I think the turtle is probably the way to go, because the crownless does a lot of damage, but he doesn't give you any survivability, and I feel like for that one, the turtle is definitely the way to go. We'll probably try that tomorrow, because I think with turtle it's definitely possible. Just buy this, this, I guess this. Did we do all the daily stuff? Yes, we did. Pretty sure I collected all this, didn't I? Yep. Yeah, okay. That's fine. We still have this event to do tomorrow. I'm not 100% certain what it entails, but I assume there's some missions or something like that. Some little hidden plot, perhaps. But tomorrow we probably do a bunch of like these quests, and we also have Yinlin's I think mission. Oh wait, no, we did that one already. Never mind, forget I said that. I forgot that we did it on a different account. Never mind. So we'll just do a bunch of like quests, and we'll probably just go and hunt for some echoes tomorrow, because my data bank is only a level 11, and I do need to get it at least to level 15. So tomorrow is going to be more of a chill grinding time, I'd say. We'll see how far I can take that. But anyway, I think I'll probably call it a day there. It's already almost 12:30. So I feel like after 4 hours, I probably should call it a day now. We did all the daily stuff. There's not much else for us to do right now. So yes, I hope you enjoyed yourself today. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed my little chaotic adventures.
Victory
We had
will be
the
ours.
talk about the music. We had a little bit of a manhwa recommendation hour, and you know, just a little debate back and forth with the menace known as Greg. Some food debates, which resulted potentially in me being on a mafia hit list with Dark. And you know, just me and Liz losing our minds collectively together with our one remaining brain cell in tandem. With that being said, I'll catch you all tomorrow at about 8 o'clock-ish. Most likely about 8:30. But until then, I hope you all have a nice, peaceful evening. Have a good rest. Get enough strength in you for tomorrow. And I'll catch you all later. Until then, take care everyone. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.